I got a great joke for the start of today's stream. Just you guys watch. Hold on, what? Hold on. I'm not in streamer mode! What the hell? User setting. Streamer mode. Enable streamer mode. Why is that not going automatically anymore? Where were we? My money is on a Final Fantasy map today. Wait, it's Saturday. So Pokemon. He's going to mix it up and do another Spyro map. Unless you are cheating and stalking him to know the answer. Oh shit, I forgot what my joke was. Wow, you were wrong, Trogdor. Hi, Smile. Hi, Trogdor. Hi, Lopner. Hi, Glitch Bunny. Hello, darling. A little loud. It is. How are you? I'm good. I had a lot of fun last night. I played Victory of Round for like 3 hours. And I had an amazing time in VR last night. I'm not set up right now. I went to a Ragnarok world. And I was gonna do my stuff there. But it the music was awful. What the fuck was that? Oh god, I should have stayed in the Ragnarok world. Whatever. We're here now. As awful as that transition was. Pins. Pin 1. Flying behavior. Auto level pitch. I'm orange here. Okay. There's camera 1. Set up camera 2. What is that sound? Like, it's just cutting off so hard. Local. Mask. Okay. What? Then bring this up. Hi, Haxie. I had so much fun in that game. Dude, it was like just so fun. Like, I just want to play more. We stopped playing. I joined on Cairo and some other people, and Cairo was like, I haven't been playing the past hour because I've been making around seeing people. But I want to go back. Do you want to play more? And I was like, no. We gotta, no. I don't want to start a lobby at 1 a.m. in the morning. Hi, honey.
I want to keep
It
playing,
is 1
but
a.m.
every
in the morning.
lobby now is going to be over like 14 people, so you can't go play without like half the lobby missing out. So
That is like the worst part of it, is that like, and what I really don't understand is like, they should make a like big version that's like 10 versus 10, but it's team based. I understand not wanting to do more than 10 with the size of their lobbies, the size of their maps. It'd get a little crazy, but like 10 versus 10 or like 15 versus 15, that sounds kind of fun. I have no idea.
Have like just a 15 all on all.
Yeah.
Not just limit to 10.
Oh, I just realized.
Have like 10, 20 people. That'd be so good. That'd accommodate like every single group size.
Maybe they will. Maybe they will at some point add more. And it's on like the docket. It's just, that's just version 1. Hi, Kodiak. It's just, Hi, Global. How are you? I have no idea what this map is. This map that we're in right now, this is Ironforge from World of Warcraft. The map we're talking about is Victory of Round in VR chat, which is hi Mikilen, hi Ronmu. I think I just said Kodiak. I don't remember if I did. Hi Kodiak. Hi Logitech. Victory of Round is like a roguelike deck builder battle royale in VR chat. It's so fucking fun. Let's start stretching. Cool. Bitchland. Okay. How much fun that game. You always say you don't say hello to messages before the live. But you said hi to Trogdor. We said stuff before the message. No, he was saying stuff there. It's throwing me.
The 5-second roll.
Whoa, we don't do 5 seconds for these. That's just the squats. Okay. I don't know if we're coming to this map again. The music just hard cutting out and restarting is driving me nuts. Yeah. Okay. I actually hate this so much. I'm gonna do something about it.
Speak your own audio.
I'm literally gonna go look up Ironforge ambience.
Right. Five seconds.
Okay. Oh, hi, Elder.
I
like that.
Squats.
Way more. But you said hi before he spoke after you bullied. Smile, I don't even know what you're talking about, honestly. There, that sounds so much better with Ironforge stuff. YouTube can't hear it. I have it playing on YouTube now, and it sounds right. Hi, Devilgated. Benoy. Actually, might be a little loud.
You're a Benoy.
Sometimes. Yeah, I've got Spacefish's ears. I need to fix them though.
Huh?
But see, sometimes I can be a Benoy. I do need like the bunny outfit though. I haven't gotten that yet. Oh yeah, these. Hi, Techno. Morning, Lynn. I'm almost out of mobile data, so I literally can't stay long. But the streakland must go on. Off to workland. I hope work goes fast.
You don't have 250 gigabytes unlimited?
No, I get that. I used to watch while I was at work. And my company was like, stay the fuck off our Wi-Fi. We will kill you if you use our Wi-Fi. And I was like, okay. And so I was using my own stuff, right? And I had unlimited with Verizon. This is when I learned unlimited does not mean unlimited. Unlimited means 25 gigabytes. And then they throttle the fuck out of you. Because they're shit. And so, back then, I could only watch streamers if they have encoding. Which, typically, most affiliates have encoding nowadays. But back then, it was guaranteed partners and only, like, popular affiliates. And even then, they would have to, like, start stream. Do we have encoding? No? Okay. End stream. Start stream. Do we have encoding? No. End stream. Hi, Joe. 225? That's huge. That's so much.
What?
Alright, I'm back. Please repeat what you said these past 5 minutes. No! Wait, Elon, have you watched Ruby yet? let's not actually do this because I'm not gonna find it amusing. Hamstring stretch. Come here, Haxie. I just imagine this face, but, you know, one arm down at their side, the other arm pointing the fucking gun at me and just running at me while they have 1,000 health and their shield is going and it's like, oh god. That was one of the most horrifying things yesterday. Bruh, he talked about his new pics he uploaded to Blue Twitch. No. Don't lie to me like that. Devil. Oh god, today's gonna be a day. I know. I'm gonna sneeze. The moment we start walking, I'm gonna need to clear my nose. Blah, I sneeze. I keep forgetting Yuland has a Blue Twitch. That's me.
We're looking now when Yuland starts walking.
No! Oh god, I was getting roasted for that, last night. They were, teasing me. There's like, I'll be at work, and I'll tune into Yuland, and I'll be late, and it'll be 8:57, and he'll still be stretching, and I'm like, no! Strickland maintained, I'm gonna turn into Sludge. Hey, he didn't upload any pics, you lied to me. The problem is it's like 15 minutes of stretching, and I'll get distracted by stuff and just start yapping.
30 minutes. Well, rip Yuland.
What? Hey, he didn't upload new pics, you lied to me. 4 big guys, and they grab on my thighs, blow up my guts like the 4th of July. Yeah, Elder? Oh god. I just feel my allergies just fucking... The headset's on, start being weird. I hate it. I hate the month of May. The 31st. Sadly, they're not gonna go away once we go over to June. What are we at? Cami stretch? And we're at 9:13. We're making really good progress today. We're fucking flying. Oh, my legs aren't bending. That makes me happy. No, last night we did VR chat with Core. Alright, it's 1st of June now. Oh, it's so parts of the planet. We did VR chat with Core. I told her, I warned her, we're gonna go to this game map, we're gonna be there for at least an hour, she's gonna like it. I did not expect her to like it as much as she did. We were just there for 3.5 hours. We were just there the whole time. At one point she's like, damn it, Yuland, I had so many maps planned today, and we're not gonna see any of them, we're just gonna be here. And I was like, do you wanna stop and go check out these maps? She's like, no, start the next round. Okay. Oh god, I'm gonna sneeze again. Yeah. I didn't sneeze. 1, 2, 3, 4, Hi, Gale. Heck you, Bitchland. What the heck? Gale, you have Night Rain, right? I imagine you've just been living on that game. Oh, let me say that without yawning. I imagine you've just been living on that game since it came out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope. Haven't had a spot to get it yet. I thought it was Battle Royale. I thought it was PvP. I didn't realize it was like a PvE game. That raises my interest in it, but I don't really want to play it now. I feel like if it's a Dark Souls game or a FromSoft game, there's no PvP. Yeah, I learned that the other day. I don't know. I feel like I'd just be bad at it because it's not like I'm particularly good at Souls-likes. And so I feel like I should play through Elden Ring first and then maybe try it. Yulin not uploading anything for at least 2 weeks. He's on cooldown. I have an idea for a small upload, which I'll probably do soonish, but I need to get to that. What have we done? 2? I don't remember if I've done 2 or 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make the bunny do a squat too. The bunny left. Huntera said Rip Yulin, and then they headed out. Might see him later. If I had an actual moment to get it, I'd be playing at ATM. Damn. I know. Oh, I know. No bunny squats. No bunny squats. I don't know. Maybe you could convince them to stream and do exercise stuff. Ask Haxie if they can. No, Haxie looks comfy. I don't know. They could do squats if they want, but they're they're kind of just waiting for me to start walking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fine, we have you here. Hi, Global. Hi, Feet Cat. Squish, squish, pat, devil gated. 1, 2, 3, 4. This ambience video of Ironforge kinda sucks now. Like, I wanted to just do the main song of Ironforge. Whatever, I just gotta get through the stretches fast, then I can stop it. 3, 4. This isn't even... Where is it in Ironforge is this? This sounded like be just in the inn or something. 1, 2, 3, 4. The character I've been playing in World of Warcraft, it's a the Blood Elf priest, and I'm running around in that yellow dress that's like super open legs, super open back. I wish there was more stuff like that. I still can't believe this guy P's sitting down. Really? You can't believe that? It's cleaner, Nodders? It's fucking cleaner. 2 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Backs. At least he doesn't sit on it backwards. Why do you think I don't sit on it backwards? That's where you have like the tabletop. That's where you eat breakfast. You wake up in the morning, you make your bean burrito, you sit down on the toilet, so like it's the toilet's. I'm gonna sneeze. I'm gonna sneeze. Anyway, the toilet's facing that direction. You face this direction. You sit down on it. You've got this nice tabletop. Eat your bean burrito and have a glass of water in the morning. What do you mean I don't sit on it backwards? I'm right and you know it. I do not eat on the toilet. Holy. I start stretching at 11 to 12 a.m. Then you go live at 12 a.m. and I rest till you start. You should actually flush your toilet with lid down so everything splash on the lid. That is also what I do. 21:30 start. 24:30 end. Hi, Noodles. Hi, Wrath. You try to make it sound like a joke, but knowing you, I just never know. I absolutely do not eat in the bathroom. That is, absolutely not. Genius. That is what the lid is for, though. Anybody who's watched Mythbusters knows. You flush the toilet, it is a geyser of bacteria particulate. That's fucking gross. Genius. That's what it's there for. I will close lid before flushing from now on. Good. Wow, muting while squatting. Skills. It's a lot harder, but I did pull it off. Had a big ol' sniffle to do. And I super need to blow my nose now. They're making fun of me for what I sound like when I plank yesterday. They're like, yeah, planking's hard, but you sound like you're fucking taking it in the ass. And I'm like, fuck you! It's 3 minutes of planking! Just do snot rockets before you walk? No! I'm just gonna blow my nose. I want to do snot rockets on my fucking floor. Real? I hate it here. I hate it here. I love all of you. I mean, you make those noises on purpose? Maybe a little bit. 1 more minute. 2 minutes down, 1 more minute. Oh, my nose is bothering me so much. It's making this plank so much harder. Even me? What do you mean, even you? 40 seconds. Plus, how do they know what you sound like when you take it in the ass? Well, they've probably seen the blue twitch. 30 seconds. Oh, yeah. 20 seconds. 15 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. I love listening to planking time with my eyes closed. Oh, God. I'm not gonna lay here long. My nose is really bothering me and I want to deal with that. Alright, time for the burpees. Hell no. You guys wait there a moment. Oh my god, that feels so much better. Oh yeah, you won't do push-ups? You want to lose arm mass? Yeah. Yeah. You guys wait there for one moment. We have a long video today. I randomized the video. We went to, or I saw what it was, and our first video is fucking Star Wars, and a long one. So I was like, well, a one video day. Where am I in my room? We're here. We are, we're gonna respawn Haxie so that we're at the entrance. Here. Local. Yep. And right about here. Okay. Need to bring this window up. Fuck you, Ironforge. Weren't as good as I was hoping. Then, 2. That looks off to me. Oh well. Let's start walking. If there's any planet that I think would be nice to live on in Star Wars, it's this one. Now, I wouldn't want to live there during the series when, you know, they blow it the fuck up. But 1,000 years earlier than that? This place is just nice. Alright, we're ready. Are you going to be like cyclists and put your arms in slings to make them weaker? No, and that's fucking crazy. What? Please explain that. Are you telling me that there are cyclists out there that want to reduce the muscle mass of their arms to reduce their weight, so they put them in slings? There's no way. There's nothing wrong with pregnant Sonic. I should say hi to Pink Cat. Yeah, exactly. Hi, Dore. Now, we all know you were born in Naboo, Eland. Meow based. They break their arms so easily because of it? That's so, like... That's the level of competition that's like... The competition is no longer fun. You've taken it to such an extreme that's like... This is dumb. This is just dumb and you should stop. The level of advantage you would get from that is so insignificant that, like... Bro, why? Why? We, Okay, so I started talking about it. Last night we played 3 hours of Victory of Round. It's a, for anybody who doesn't know, it is a roguelike deck builder map in VR chat. Roguelike deck builder first-person shooter? You start, it's up to 10 players. Everybody gets a gun. The gun does 40 damage. It has 3 shots. The bullets are like shitty, droopy, just bullets. They go like 30 feet and by then they've hit the ground. At the start of each round, including the first one, you get, you get to choose a card. And the cards will be like plus 20 damage, 20% damage, plus 20% health. Plus 100% damage, minus reload speed by 0.25 seconds. Things like that. It's one of those games where, like, obviously health is good, damage is good, movement speed is good. But also, like, bullet velocity ends up being really good. Because there's so much fall off on your gun. But bullet speed makes it so that it affects it less. You're still shooting farther. There's also cards that just do certain effects, like, I said we were good to go. But my tracker is drifting. There's one card that everybody loves that makes it so that your bullets no longer have fall off. And the moment you see that, you get it. Oh god, I saw it flash blue. I hate this tracker lately. This tracker pisses me off. Is it going to behave better if I unplug it? Oh my god. This tracker doesn't want to behave because it's plugged into the battery pack. That's the problem with it, guys. That is... It looks off from where I'm seeing... all of my trackers look off from where I'm seeing. Whatever. That should be fine. So, Yumlams, you excited I can watch your streams and join now whenever I want? Global, I don't believe that you got fired. I don't believe you. If you could join whenever you want, that would make me happy. But, like, I don't believe you actually got fired. Fun fact, until helmets were required, no competitive cyclist ever wore one. No matter the speed, results predictable. That's a little sad. Before I go cycling, I make sure to lose a testicle. Sad that one guy became champion, that and the drugs, but mostly the testicle thing. Would it, though? Yes! I'm going back to Victory of Round. Victory of Round. You've got your little pop gun. 3 bullets. Massive drop-off. 40 damage. You've got 100 health. You've got a shield you can use, like, every 5 seconds that, like, blocks damage for, like, half a second. When we started, I think we had 10 people right away. No, we had 9 and then somebody joined like a moment late, like a round or 2 late. And so they were behind on cards. But, we played with the default settings at first. I don't remember who won the first... Was it you, Haxie? Did you win, like, the very first round, or...?
As in, like, the first 3? No,
yeah.
I only won the last one.
Okay.
Like, the last 3 rounds.
I don't remember who won, like, the first championship. Who won, like, 3 total.
Kyra.
Was it? Okay. I know he was sitting on 2 for a long time.
Kyra's on, like, 2 nearly every single round.
Yeah.
Fucking sweaty nerd.
He, you know, do you have a ref sheet somewhere, or am I blind? It might be in the fan art channel. I meant to give it to you yesterday. I kind of just forgot. Hello? If you don't find it, just send me a DM that says ref sheet, and I'll remember then. I don't remember what build I did the first time. I know it was trash. I know my build the first time I was playing was like, oh god, this fucking sucks.
First game, I ended up with like almost 900 HP, while everyone else was like 200. I was like, what the fuck?
I think I might have been... no, I don't think I was doing flags. I don't remember what I was doing. I remember I did not feel strong at all, and I didn't win a single round in the first set. I know at one point it was like... Oh, it was me and someone else. I think it was like me and Dynasty. It was like, we had literally been there the whole time, so we had like 10 cards each, and 0 wins between either of us. And Cord came up to us like, wow, you both have a lot of cards. And we were like, shut up, Cord, shut up. I like only remember the build I won with. I don't remember the other stupid shit I was trying now. The round I won, I was just building health. I was just 20% health, gimme. 40% health, gimme. I really needed when you use your shield, you like slow down the enemy. That would have helped me so much. Hi, Pixel. Hoi hoi, y'all, I'm eating breakfast. We get to a point where like 10 rounds in, some people have 2 wins, almost everybody has 1 win, I have 0. And I started going to people and I'm like, brother, you must stop me before it is too late. Brother, I am consuming oats and I am going fat and strong. Brother, I am the late game champion and you must stop me before it is too late. And somebody, I think it was Cairo, was like, dude, you have 0 wins, shut up. I then went around. Because I had like 800 health. I think at this point I had like 600. No, I would have had 800 at this point. Because you don't get a card when you win. But I also had a shield that makes it so that after a delay of 1 second, when you use your shield, it then pops and hits people near you and does 12% of your max health. So if I have 824 health, divide that by 12, and I'm doing that, well, I guess times that by 0.12. And I'm doing that damage to everybody. Anybody that's, like, near me. We had a fucking hilarious finish to that, where Haxie is doing the same build. But she only has, like, 600 health or something. And I think of only...
I had life leech.
I think I had more. I had like...
Yeah, you had more HP and damage, but I had like more life leech, but doing less damage. So I was getting like lots of little hits on you to replenish my health, but you'd do one big hit, take it all back.
I know I had like 3 of the life leech cards. I think overall it was like 60%. But I didn't have any like major life leech cards. I had it as like an extra on cards. Haxie and I meet each other at the start, and we cannot kill each other. Our health is just going down to 80% and then refilling. So it's like, well, after fighting for 2 minutes, you just want to fight other people? Yeah, we'll save each other for last. Let's just you go that way, I'll go this way. The entire rest of the lobby dies. It is just me and Haxie. And Cairo's playing like a squishy, 1 shot every 8 to 12 seconds, sniper rifle, no fall off build. And we're just running at him. And he's like, Haxie, please go for Yulin. Haxie, go for Yulin. Haxie, we can fight each other after we take out Yulin. Haxie just like, I already tried that, dude. We just run down Cairo. And he's just like, what the fuck? Why are these two so unified against me? Then it's just us, and it's the same thing happening. It's like, our health goes down, it goes back up. It goes so long.
We didn't even kill each other. It was the zone that killed us.
It goes so long that the storm closes in on us. We get to a point where it's like, it's so small, I'm literally crouching down thinking that's gonna help me stay in the storm more. I ended up having more health, so I just win. It was so fun. Hi, Cap. I'm good. I was talking about playing Victory of Round last night, Cap. It's a VR chat game that's really fun.
For another 3 hours easily.
I also could have. Once I left, and I was like winding down, and Kai was like, "Let's go do more." I was like, "Oh, I don't want to start a lobby this late." If we had a lobby already, I'd be down, but I don't want to start a lobby at this point. We leave, and Kairo's just like, "What the fuck, you two?" And it's like, you lacked critical information. You didn't know that the alliance had already been formed. And he was just like, you two are
We were
bastards.
fighting for millennia before we even got to that point.
Oh, it was so fucking funny. Would it though? LoFam keeps trying. I still don't get doping and how it helped them get away with the drug test. Fresh oxygenated blood without the trouble of breathing. Also vampires. Do you have a ref? Yeah, after stream. Okay. Just post it again. Hi Noodles, who is a good girl. Global Bark, hoi hoi, y'all, I'm eating breakfast. Higher victory of rounds. Why are you barking? Bro, even I had a win. 824. Pixel? Pixel routinely pissed me off. I hate the way Pixel plays Victory of Round. Because he's literally like an attack dog. He sees somebody, and he just runs at them. Does he see the other people he's running through that are just like, oh shit, and start blasting him in the side? No, he just keeps running at the one person. He finds me.
That's me in core.
Dude, I didn't have too many run-ins with Core. I had a few run-ins with you. But Pixel would just... And he did it like 3 times in a row, so I was actually getting mad at this. He would see me and chase me. And like, some rounds, he didn't have any damage. There was one where he was hitting for like 10 damage. And it was just like, go away. Go the fuck away. I kill him, but we were in that like facility level with the square rooms. And it was like the storm had closed in on us. And the only exit was 50 feet through the storm. And I'm at 40 health left, so I'm like, okay, so I killed him, but I die anyway. I fucking hate this guy. Standing here, I realize, oh my god, smile hug. Kinda want to join, but I got this time dog over, have to look after her until late night.
My
That's
freaking
okay.
800 damage build was hilarious. I just shoot down a corridor because I had no fall off. And I just walk away and just say, you killed, as it just killed 3 people.
I was laughing so hard at because I think it was this round, where it's like you and 2 others. And Cass was like, Haxie's got no health. They've got 40 health, so they don't stand a chance at winning.
It just gets a 1 hit, it's obliterated.
Okay, well, now it's 1v1. The other person clears. The other person's gonna... That person dies. Like, she didn't even finish her sentence. She was like, what the fuck is Haxie running, huh? The problem with me is that I always really want to run, like, spread or bounce builds, but I never get to finish the build out. Hi, Nick. I never get, like, a lot of velocity with bounce. And so I've had a few builds where, like, I have 9 bounces on my stuff. But, like, they don't do the damage, or, they don't have enough speed to, like, get that far away from me. I would love a build where I shoot, like, 9 shots, and they go out, like, 50 feet, and then they just, like, home in on people, and they just, like, swarm them like bees. I would love a build like that, but I just haven't gotten to that point. I wish I could send gifts in Twitch chat. I'd send the Nintendo stare-off gif. It's me. I'm very tunnel vision, woof. Is that the cute and adorable Yolanda I see? It's me. Hi, Nick. Are you Air? Who's the other cutie? That's Haxie. I love my limp spray puddle build that I had. Oh, God. There was one round where my very first card was 3 more ammo. That was it. That was just the card. Just, you get 3 ammo. And I was like, okay, so this means I outgun everybody at the start, right? So, like, round 1, I would just run at people. We'd each shoot our 3 shots. And then they'd start, like, backing up or, like, thinking I'm reloading. And I'm just running up to them, like, next to them, just pop, pop, pop. And just, I killed 3 people doing that. Just like, I have double your ammo, so I just keep shooting. Only 2 cuties in the world? We had Huntera with us earlier. I think their night is winding down. I had Trinity X2, Split, Rush, and Ricochet. The one that made your bullets extra heavy. One of the craziest builds I've ever seen, Pixel, was Cairo when I was playing it a week ago. They had Trinity ×2. So they shot 9 bullets. When they shot, they had bounce, and they had like 2 bounces. And each impact did a lightning strike. And I think they just also had a lot of velocity, so they could like shoot pretty far away from themselves. They would literally just climb up places, because Kyra likes to get height advantage. He would shoot the shotgun, and it would just be like a pillar of lightning coming down. And like, I've never come even close to getting that build running. My night winding down too, but I'm staying up to watch you. Oh my goodness, Trog. I need a drink.
I never saw Trinity once.
Dude, I saw it one time, got it, and I did not have the build to support it. I saw it after we had switched the rerolls to 5, which I think I would have liked to play more games with infinite rerolls or like 1 cost rerolls. I like playing high cost rerolls, so like, you know, you get what you get. But I feel like that's more fun in a PvE scenario. In PvP, it does feel really bad to like just get
I think
shit.
having it at 3 is probably the best thing. That way you're
agree.
forced to at least try to kill people, not just, oh, I'm gonna kill myself and I've got fucking all these rerolls.
Yep. I feel like if we turned rerolls off, it's just do the most meta build.
Yeah, and everybody does the same build. It's just like, well, what's the fucking point?
Yeah. Granted,
Having element of RNG is just so much better.
I do think it would be really fun to like have a lot of movement speed, have a lot of like velocity and like homing bullets, and get a lot of fire damage. So that like everybody running the high health shield builds, they can't get to you and you're shredding them. That sounds fun. But that's one of those like, you only get to play that if you are picking every card you choose. A game mode with a mulligan system where you can reroll individual cards rather than reroll them all. Nealand-wise, your avatar is so very cute. Shinkozen put it together. I decided the pieces. I actually colored the hair. I can say I'm the one who colored that. It's supposed to be cuter, but I'm really bad at model stuff. Maybe I get off my ass today and I ask Oku, or I'll probably ask Oku first, and if they're busy, maybe I just ask somebody. Maybe I just say, fuck it, if Oku can't, I'm getting it done today. I feel like I shouldn't be vocalizing this because I'm gonna be lazy and not do it, but you know what I really need to do? I need to re-download Creator Companion. I'm only just remembering I have moved all of my computer stuff, so I don't have I have all the files for it, but I don't have like the Unity project set up anymore. Hi Valdir. Victory round is fun. It's rare. It's rare that you find a VR chat game map that's just like that crazy fun. It's also disappointing that like the really, really fun ones like that aren't more popular. I feel like it's a little sad that that exists. And like if we looked at it now, how many people are playing that? Recently visited. There's 100. Oh shit, there's actually way more than I expected. There's 158 people there now. But like if we look at Murder 4, 900. And like there's nothing wrong with Murder 4. I just feel like, why does everybody only play this? I can think of a few other game worlds that like I wish they were way more popular because I love playing them. One of them's kind of like shut down right now. It was a 40 versus 40 team deathmatch game with a lot of like different guns and abilities that you could use. And it was really fucking cool. The problem was they wanted to implement a persistence and like daily gacha system. And putting that in a PvP game feels bad. Because you would get people that play like 100 hours of this. And they have all the guns, they have all the modifiers, everything's level 10. They have incredible shit. And then you're trying to get other people into it. And they have like the little pea shooter at the start. They have no modifiers. They're just like barely starting out, right? And so like they shoot somebody and they do 40 damage when people have like 1,000 health. And then you've got these guys with level 10 everything, 100 hours in the game. And they've got a sniper rifle with 6 ammo. No time between shots. And each shot hits for like 7,000 damage. And it's like... It's not even like you can play on the same field. It's just crazy. The imbalance between new players and veteran players was really off-putting. But the game was really fun. They had like 4 roles you could play. You could play like a gunner. You could play a juggernaut. You could play a sniper. Or you could play a medic. I liked playing the medic. There were 2 guns for the medic. One was like, you just have a gun that heals allies. The other was like more of a grenade launcher that set down a healing field and had a long reload. I remember when I was playing it, I'd play medic and I would use extra jump modifiers, and you could have 5 modifiers. And so I just had like 6 jumps. So we'd be playing in like a city, and I would just go up into the fucking sky and be healing my team. And like out of vision of the enemy. Or like somebody would find me and I'd just be fucking like ascend into the sky and be gone. And it was like super good against anybody with a grenade launcher. Anybody who had like a grenade or rocket launcher was just like, I'm immune to their damage. Bro, we need daily logins to show that our games aren't dying. Blah. I forget the name of that world. It was really cool. When it was available to play, the guy made it only playable for like 3 weeks. And then after 3 weeks, he took it down. And he advertises like, you know, the alpha world, which is interesting for a VR chat map. Because it's not like it can only be playable at that time. It's not like it costs him to run it. But he, you know, just posted it for 3 weeks and then he deleted it. He's planning with coming back at some point, but we'll fucking see. There's another gun game that's like, it's Overwatch Push the Cart. But, you get like random weapons in there. And it's very like RuneScape Dungeons aesthetic. But you'll get like some good guns, you've got melee weapons. It's pretty good balance. It's a little chaotic. I haven't played it too much. What is that one called? I forget what that one called. It's TF2's Push the Cart Madge? No, it's Overwatch Push the Cart. So how do you feel about Tinder adding a height preference in their search? I mean, sure. I don't particularly have a problem with it. I mean, so here's the thing, Trogdor. Yeah, that sounds really shitty. And if you're short, if you're a short guy or a tall girl, that's gonna feel like, wow, the system is against me. But quite frankly, you know, if you were a short guy and you met up with a girl and she was like, oh, you're that short, and she leaves, you're not really getting more hits, well, you're not getting more meetups because you can hide your age. they're just gonna call it off then. Unless you're playing on the whole aspect of like, oh, well, they're already here, so maybe they're gonna think, you know, shit, I've already got dressed up and, you know, I'm out here. I guess I won't be as picky about their height. At which point, you know, if you're kind of okay with that, reevaluate yourself, because that sounds really manipulative and shitty. It's the Yulin way? Don't say it's the Yulin way. I would never do that. I already shaved. It's very much like, I don't know, it feels scummy. It feels bad. But like realistically, I feel like it's saving everybody effort, and it is what it is. Like, I feel like everybody benefits from it being there. Hi, Sentinel. From my experience, it's redundant. Like, if somebody has a problem with height, if they're like, I need a guy that's 6 foot tall, and you have that in your bio that you're 5'8", or let's say it's hidden. Let's say you lie. How do I word this? Because if you're lying either way. But like, if they only want to see guys that are 6 foot plus, they're not looking for you, and they would cut you out when they saw, you know, 5'8" or 5'6". I don't know. I gotta stop doing that. Ants called it out, and now I'm so self-conscious about it. It does not feel that bad to, you know, have your height listed in your bio and preferences affected. Now, on the same coin, on the same side, weight, I feel like, you know, that's kind of the exact same thing. Maybe more justifiable, because typically you have a bit more control over your weight than you do your height. So, and people are gonna get real upset about that, you know, like, you have preferences for your weight, and it's like, what the fuck, this is prejudice. But, you know, it's okay, your head pat height, Elon. I'm pretty much the exact height I would like to be. I'd be okay with being a little shorter. 5'6" to 5'4". That sounds like the perfect range to me. That's like, you default little spoon. You're like, fucking anybody can pick you up. That sounds nice. I don't even know my height, so I can't list it. Well, go measure it. I'm closest to 5'7". I think there's like 3 centimeters between 5'6" and 5'7". And I'm like 5'6" and 2 centimeters. Hi, Joku Rose. Hoi hoi. I think I could pick you up. Yay! Yippee! Oh, I need a drink. They killed Paimon? Well, she needed to stop running her fucking mouth. Paimon was, very hypocritical. And very, just, outspokenly wrong on quite a few things. And, you know, as she puts it, when people depend on her, and that's her only way of making a living, maybe she shouldn't have been so vocal. That was fucking hilarious. God. The meme I saw about it, Global, was the Indian guy who's, he's in his PJs. And it's like, me when Dry Coot gets released. And then it's him in a suit. Me when they fire Paimon. Wasn't Paimon emergency food? Yes. Paimon is emergency food. Her voice actress was very, very good and did an awesome job of fitting the voice for that character. The problem, Smile, is that the voice actress was fucking stupid and could not shut her mouth. And she would say... So here's the thing. There was the union strikes, with SAG-AFTRA and MiHoYo. And Paimon was very, very pro SAG-AFTRA. Very, very pro-union. I'm very pro-union. But this union was a little overreaching. A little, how the fuck do they think they're gonna get away with that? The argument I've heard is, you know, bargaining chips. Right? You overreach, you try to get more than you actually should. So that when, at the negotiating table, when you relent on a few things, those are like chips to relent on. I don't necessarily think that's justification. The union was saying stuff like, MiHoYo can only hire from this union, which is like, just, well, I think that'd be illegal in the US. I don't know about China. Wait, do you still think SAG is striking MiHoYo? I would clear this up last time? No. No, I don't. I'm just talking about things they had in the tape, had as like demands, things, a list of things they wanted. It was very much, you know, things they were asking for that was overreach. I don't think they were actually striking them. It was funny how the game is like with the SAG protests. Like, only Paimon talked. Everyone else were muted. Paimon was very much like talking about how anybody that doesn't support the union and is working them as a scav and should be fired. Shit, Global knows more about this than I do. What was she hypocritical on? Because I always remember it as like she was breaking the strikes, but it's like, no, that's right, they weren't striking. What I do remember she would do was she would like openly call out other voice actors and actresses. So like they would let go one of the VAs and hire a replacement for them. And she'd be like, this new VA sucks. I hate them, I'll never be friends with them. Global can fact check me on that, because he knows a lot more about it than I do. But my understanding is that she like literally was just being nasty to other VAs. And just constantly talking shit on MiHoYo, her employer. Hi, Jokers9. Thank you for the follow. She isn't even a full member of the union. Yeah. I think Venti voice actress left the union since SAG was taking too much control. They might start talking again. It's it was very messy. I'm super pro-union, as you guys know. But I see some unions that's just like, what? Fucking what? It's such a delicate balance. Because, like, unions typically don't have anywhere near as much control as the company does. The only thing the union can do is collectively strike. When a union starts getting written agreements for more power like that, it's like, wait, hang on, wait. I'm super pro-union. I think the best time to be an American was when they were super pro-union. 60% of the country was unionized. I look at a lot of the European unions. Not the European Union, but a lot of the unions in Europe. And I think most of Europe is unionized. And we look at their benefits and, you know, what they have. The problem is, it's just so... Anytime you bring up unions today, you just have these such egregious examples of how shitty a union can be. And it sucks to be here like, I'm pro-union. Unions solve all of workers' problems. All of your workers' rights are thanks to unions. And then something like SAG-AFTRA comes along, and it's just like, ugh. Stop. Good night, Elder. Sleep well. You technically can't take non-union jobs. You'll remember. You have to pay for a reduced tier that basically blacklists you from union jobs. Still want to be a union member. Okay, let me read that a few times to understand it. You technically can't take non-union jobs if you are a member. You have to pay for a reduced tier that basically blacklists you from union jobs. You still want to be a union member. I understand the first part. I'm struggling with the second half. Pay for a reduced tier. Does that mean you're paying more to the union to be able to take non-union jobs? Or it's the same thing as the first one. Being a union just blacklists you from other union jobs or non-union jobs. You want to be a union member. Called fee core, financial core. Still stretching? No! We're at 1.6 ants. We did really good today. Like the issue with the SAG stuff. The fact that these VAs are still people. Still need to make money. Having a union go, no, you can't do your job because you're a bargaining chip. Then that looks like an issue. I'm okay with a union striking and being like, stop doing work, if the union has saved up some money from union dues to like pay for the union members' needs while they're striking. I feel like that's what it's supposed to be. But I feel like the union is typically just like, fucking shoulder it. We're gonna strike for 3 years. Just don't have a job for 3 years. And it's like, bro, what? 1.6 stretches? Miles! That was the most defensive no. It really was Lamau. No! No, still on the first map. We're gonna finish with this map. This is Alderaan and it is fucking long. My name is Ants, don't dox me. Bro called me Miles. What? Ants. What you said to Eris yesterday is living fucking rent-free in my head. And I don't really want to like say it in front of everybody. But the Billy and Mandy comment is just like I can't unhear it. I can't stop being like, oh, I can fucking see it. Of course you finish fast. But basically, you can never become a regular union member and get no protection. But you can still pay. You're part of SAG? LOL. Like the fox? I don't remember where I was when I learned his name wasn't Tails. So I forget people donated you the drink today. How does it work again? If you donate $10, I go buy Red's Hard Apple Ale. I went to the grocery store this morning. I got Red's Hard Apple Ale to drink tonight. Technically, the person who donated did not give $10. They gave $25. And this booze money never counts toward Incline. But they gave $25. And I was like, you know you only need to give 10, right? That's 15 extra. Am I buying like 2 weeks worth? Hi, Nick. And they said, buy yourself something nice. Okay. So I have alcohol for tonight. His name is Miles Per Hour the Fox. You know, it kind of is a fucking version of that. It's Miles Prowler. But that is kind of like, I've never caught that. Miles per hour, Miles Prowler. That completely went over my head. Why didn't they name Sonic that? What is Sonic's real name? Like Garfield? Kind of like that's the entire pun of his name? Yeah. Yeah. What is Sonic's actual name?
Drunk Risk of Rain 2, Yuland Wow.
No, hold on. Oh, Trog. Oh, boy. Okay. I was like, what are you donating for? We will see. I'm not saying I'm gonna drink on Sunday. What I'm saying is we will see how I feel after Saturday. Because I've never drank 2 days in a row. If I drink tomorrow, and if I drink tonight and I feel like shit tomorrow, I really don't want to drink Trogdor. Sonic. Sonic's named Sonic for speed. Saturday today. It is Saturday today. And I have drinks for tonight. Oh god. I got it. Donate every day to turn Yulin into an alcoholic. Here's the other thing, Trogdor. I'm not going to the store to get more alcohol. So the way it works is, when I drank, I just skipped my potato dinner and ate other things, and I was able to get drunk. I don't know why I mentioned that. That's not really relevant. I'll get alcohol when I go to the grocery store, right? Wait, what the hell? Why do I have core emotes? Is it a follower emote? Is it a... You have a gifted sub to core. There's a lot of overlap in viewership. So it's very likely... No, I got gifted, what the hell? It's very likely, Trogdor, that because there's a lot of overlapping viewership between me and Core, that you're high up on the list to get... to receive gift subs for Core. That's the algorithm of gift subs. I mean, supposedly the best cure to a hangover, if you get one, is more drinking. I gotta donate every day to turn Yuland into an alcoholic. Please, no. Hi, I see fire. Wait, what the hell? Why do I have core emotes thinking? No, I got gifted. What the hell? I must have gifted it to you. Wonder why? Fuck you, Pixel. Why you ruined this? The way it works, Trogdor, is there is a kind of like a ranking of priority for gift subs. So it'll be like, you are watching a stream, you are followed, and you are not subbed, you are the most likely person to get a gift sub. Then it's like, you are watching the stream, but you are not following. You're like second in line. Then it's, you're not watching the stream, but you are followed. You're third in line. And then it's, you have watched the stream before, but you're not followed, and it's in your recommended streams. You're fifth in line. You've watched the stream before, but it's not necessarily in your recommended. You're sixth in line. And then you've never watched the stream before, and it's in your recommended. You're seventh in line. However, once you get gifted a sub, you go on cooldown. You won't get gift subs for like 2 to 3 months. It's almost like a seasonal thing where it's like, this person is extremely likely to get gift subs for this week, and then extremely unlikely for the next 2 months. And so take that entire list, where it's like the 7 rankings, and then duplicate it for people that have received a gift sub before. So you would have been like 5th or 6th in that ranking system of you've probably watched Core before from like me rating her at one point. There's a lot of overlap, so it's a recommended channel. I don't know if you're followed to her. There was probably a few things that put you in that like top category, but because you've never received a gift sub, you were more likely than regular viewers. Anyway, I'm not pressuring you to or anything. You can whenever you want, Ewan. If you want, I will use that 10 towards incline. If not, I will try to drink Sunday. I'll try to drink that. Can get time out? No, you can't get time. Global hug and icy gale. Weird says I got gifted a week ago and how I had no idea. It was during Ascension Academy. Did a bunch of gift subs go out? Hell yeah. We're at 2 miles. Or if I remember correctly, Sir Noble actually gifted it. Ah, yeah, Sir Noble is very generous very often. I miss him. He has his new job in fucking Minnesota that overlaps with the stream, so he's never here anymore. What if I say something Kirsch approves? I don't know who Kirsch is. Nah, no incline. You're not stopping at 5 miles. Okay. And then I matched his gifting, so it might have been me. Good. You don't need to know. Okay. I think I say that because of Noodles. That is a very Noodles mannerism of, okay. And now I say it like her. I'm having trouble saying it exactly the way she does, but the like, okay, is definitely, I picked it up from her. Fun fact, I stole it from somewhere. It does seem a little reminiscent of South Park, but I don't know if that's where you got it from. Nope. Where did you get it? Another streamer? Ah. Gifted from Stencil OST, whoever that is. That is Sir Noble. Stencil OST is the Twitch name. Sir Noble is the Discord, and VR chat name. They're the, if you've ever seen them on stream, they're the little munchkin furry with the banana cowlick in their hair. I understand that. You should hear how I have started to say, what the heck? Oh no. I remember in Wrath of the Lich King, we had this warlock in the guild. His name was Zitharia. And he used to always say lol. He wouldn't say LOL. He wouldn't just laugh. If he found something funny, he would just literally say lol. And like, we were like, dude, this is so dumb. Just say LOL like a normal person. Or just laugh like a normal person. What is this lol thing? We all made fun of him for it. And then a week later, literally every single one of us was going, lol, oh my god, lol. Dude, did you see that? Lol. And he was like, you guys fucking suck. And we were like, dude, we can't stop. What the hell? It was literally like a fucking infection. That's no. Wait, what the hell? I got a Cairo sub too? That one doesn't surprise me, Trogdor. Because Cairo has a fucking curse. In that he leaves his computer. He like has to go AFK for like a drink or to go to the bathroom. He regularly has to step away or to take care of his dog. He has to step away from his computer like 2 to 3 times a stream. And he has somebody in his community, we don't know who, that absolutely loves harassing him. They love gifting subs anytime he goes AFK. And it's not like 1 sub. Sometimes it is. Sometimes it's 5 subs. Sometimes it's 20 fucking subs when they go AFK. So he'll be like, I'll be right back. I gotta go get a glass of water. 10 subs gifted. And he'll come back and be like, what the heck, Anon? And Cairo hates it. Cairo actually, like, hates it because he wants to, like, be there and thank them when it happens. he hates that it's like when he goes away. Because it kind of makes him like... It does say anonymous? Yeah. It kind of makes him feel like... They almost want to see an empty chair and him not there than actually playing. It's kind of that feeling of the one streamer who, like... She'll average 50 viewers. And then she'll put a 2x4 with Plank from Ed and Eddie's face on it. She'll put that in her chair and she'll be like, I gotta go get a snack real quick. She'll leave, and her viewership spikes up to 100. And then she comes back, and she puts Plank away, and she sits down and starts playing again. And it goes back down to 50. And it's like, wow, this feels really bad, guys. Cairo kind of gets that feeling where it's like, they care more about him being AFK. They've been doing to me as well, but only when I'm offline. The Anon, that is. I think I know who it is, but I don't have any confirmation. Talking to people, there's like 4 people that it could be. Well, 4 people that are involved in it, in misdirecting Cairo. So I believe I know the one person who it is. Then there's another person who is known for gifting anonymous subs. And like, anytime they're around, it's like expected that it's them. But with Cairo, and I think Noodles, it's not them. Then there's fucking Ellie showing up one time and gifting like 10 or 15 subs anonymously. And us talking about it with her, and she'd be like, yeah, that's me. And we're like, you've gifted 200 subs to Cairo anonymously? And Ellie's like, what? No, I gave 15 anonymously. Or like, yeah, it's not you. You're just misdirecting by mimicking what they're doing without knowing what the fuck is going on with the rest of the, scenario. And Ellie's like, that's fucking awesome. It's not me, but I have helped do it once. And then, I think there's a 4th person who has gifted like 5 subs anonymously. Just because I told the Ellie part of the story and they're like, that's funny, I'm gonna do it also. But I'm pretty sure I know who the main anonymous is for Cairo. Me thinks some AI spam bots are joining your Discord? God, did like 5 people just join? Now I'm scared to look. We've got Icy Fire here. We'll check the, We'll check the holidays while I've got Discord open. 2 messages were hidden from likely spammer. Yeah, that's 2 of them. Can I ban them from... Nope. I don't want to do that. There we go. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Alright, we got them both. The holidays. Infidelity Hurts Awareness Day. National Autonomous Vehicle Day. National Macaroon Day. National Meditation Day. National Smile Day. Good for you, Smile. Necrotizing Fasciitis Awareness Day. Save Your Hearing Day. Speak in Complete Sentences Day. What You Think Upon Grows Day. World No Tobacco Day. World Parrot Day. These kinda suck. I guess World Parrot Day? No, World Smile Day, just because of our smile. If it wasn't for our smile, I wouldn't pick this one. But we love Smile, so World Smile Day wins. To be fair, a plank is unique and I would watch that to see what's going on. Once an icky girl comes back, I run. They have cooties. My day, worship me, peasants. You see, I tried to give bits anonymous with sound alerts, but Twitch is still silly and still adds the bits I spent to the leaderboard. That's funny. Why do you always pick the food? Because food is fun to celebrate. You want to celebrate that. The awareness days, you know, nobody celebrates that, right? Nobody celebrates fucking National Cancer Day. Well, there's probably a few people that do. But National Donut Day? I'm fucking all about that. Speak in complete sentences. Vote Skip. What You Think Upon Grows Day was created to encourage individuals to embrace the power of positive thinking and apply it with the hope of living happier and more fulfilled lives. Yeah, that's fucking lame. That's lame, Trogdor. It's a good message. You should be aware of it. But how do you celebrate that? Yeah, how do you celebrate Donut Day? Donut Day? You eat fucking donuts. I want to eat donuts. Do you think I want to sit there and think about, you know, my future, what I can do to improve, what, like, can be done to make the world a better place? Not particularly. That's not fun. What You Think Upon Grows Day is fucking lame. Spread positivity, Ewan. I'd rather eat donuts. I'd rather eat donuts, Trogdor. Can I stack donuts on it? Spread something else then? Oh my goodness. I thought about the joke, Trogdor. The moment you were like, spread positivity, my brain was like, I'd rather spread something else. Don't say that. I'd rather spread something else. Don't fucking say that. I'd rather spread something else. Don't fucking say it, Ewan. You know how you can spread positivity? Being happy eating donuts. Eagle? Eagle? Glad we're on the same page. God. Ah, spread eagle. Gotcha. Oh, my fucking right eye feels like I have some of my eyelashes like crossing over each other. I'm like, oh, it's bothering me. I want it to stop. I hate that feeling. You know what else spreads positivity? Smiles. Now remember to celebrate me today. I constantly get eyelashes in my eyes. Hi, Ganna. I don't have them in my eye. Well, I get that, but I don't have them in my eye right now. I just have the feeling of like two of my eyelashes are crossed and pulling on each other. They're like hooked on each other, and I have that feeling of just like just aware of them not being as lined up as they should be. And I'm like, ugh, I hate this. I was talking about Victory of Round a lot today. We also played Monster Hunter with Cairo yesterday. And we were going to play with Micaiah and Kuro as well. But we were late to starting because Cairo, their computer was fucked up. Their computer was like, you've got a new update on your computer for Monster Hunter Wilds? We are going to open the game with your hard drive, not your dedicated solid state. So we will be unpacking the game in the next 2 hours. And he literally uninstalled it, reinstalled the game. Took like 40 minutes because apartment internet. We get into the game. Micaiah joins us, and Kuro's like, I'd like to join. We're like, yeah, get in here, Kuro. Join the voice call, and Kuro's like, oh, I'm actually in a voice call with somebody else. And we're like, I know. Let's use the stream together voice call, because when you do stream together, the knock together feature on Twitch, it has its own voice call system. So we're like, we'll just use that. That way Kuro can be in their call with somebody, and they can be in a call with us. And we all get in the call. Micaiah and I hear each other fine. Kuro and Micaiah hear each other fine. Kuro and I hear each other fine. Cairo can only hear Micaiah. He cannot hear me, he cannot hear Kuro. And we're fucking with settings, and it's just ruining everything, and we're just like, fuck this, let's just play the game. Nothing of Cairo's fucking works. Cairo and Micaiah had not done the Akuma event. So we start that off, and then they have to fight Akuma solo. And then we do 4 hunts of Akuma with to get the tickets that are limited to 2 people. And Kuro at this point is just like, oh my god, guys, I'm so tired. I've overestimated my ability to stay up for this, and it's taking so long. So we hunt like one thing. I forget what we hunted. It was probably like an Arkveld. We hunt Arkveld. Kuro goes to bed. We go to do the arena quest for Akuma, and Micaiah goes, oh no, I cannot do this. Because in the arena quest, it's not Insect Glaive main, Insect Glaive secondary. It's Insect Glaive main, bow secondary. And that would show up on their guild card. And I look at Micaiah's stats on their guild card, and it is like 0s for every single weapon. And then 200 hunts for Insect Glaive primary and secondary weapon. So like, they have a pure Insect Glaive only profile. And it was like, to do this arena quest would ruin that. So they're just like, well, not doing it. It was like, damn, that sucks. So then it was just me and Cairo. We get all their tickets. They unlock Akuma. And we're gonna do one hunt. Micaiah's just like, you know, actually, I know we were gonna do one hunt, but I kind of need a nap before VR chat. So sorry, all I did was stand around and look pretty. And we're just like, sorry we didn't get to play. But I did have fun doing the Akuma stuff. After we unlocked Akuma, we went and fought Tempered Ray Dow and Arkveld. Just because I fucking had this gnarly quest on the map with 1 billion rewards. I did it as Akuma. I think Cairo was a little done with Akuma at that point. But it was fun. I actually had a standard DPS Akuma build that runs focus so that the drive impact has like a 16-second cooldown instead of 25-second. And at the beginning, I was having a lot of trouble getting it off. Towards the end, I was literally doing it every 20 seconds. I was literally just doing the die 1,000 deaths. And then, just like 3 times a minute, it was like, this actually feels really fucking good. Has Haxie always had blue lights? I think so. I want to say yes. Yeah, they're nodding. What are you at distance-wise? I don't know if you held one finger up for 1 second, or you held up like 3 fingers for 3 miles. 2? Okay. Tail? Okay, I think this is the first I've noticed. I've probably noticed the blue highlighting, but not the light specifically. Alright, we're 1/3 of the video done! Yippee! We are back in... So that was the Republic side. This is the Empire side now. And then there'll be the mixed part in the middle. It's okay to admit you're not looking at their head. I have a blister and a blister on 1 foot, but I keep going. I hate that, Haxie. I hate that. So when I walked at first, I used to double sock. I'd wear 2 layers of socks. And that was good until I got to like 7 miles. On days I went over 7 miles, I would almost always get a blister too. Since then, I have gotten really thick socks. I've gotten like nice hiking socks that are like, you know, they're three thickness socks or whatever. They look like winter socks. They're just fucking chunky socks. I have not gotten blisters with those since. I think I might have gotten blisters, not Smartwool. I think I might have gotten blisters with these once when I went like 10 miles. And I was like, really? I got a blister even with the good socks? But especially with the new shoes. The new pair of shoes and the thick socks, I have not gotten a blister since then. Just stop, SMH. Elon wears double protection, Smartwool. Pat, you have my attention with outdoorsy stuff? Because I have feet that roll outwards? I spend 15 plus years standing on the sides of my feet? I pay for it now? Oh no. How do you roll? What do you mean by roll outwards? That one I'm trying to have trouble like visualizing. Feet that roll outwards. I went ice skating like 2 days ago and got a blister. 3 people were like, oh, you should have got extra socks. Like, thanks, it's too late now though. Also, isn't something fixed in 2 weeks? Yeah. No, for me, Noodles, what I remember hearing the best for walking blisters is 2 layers of socks. You get a thick layer of socks, and then you have like, it's like cashmere wool, really thin outer layer of socks or something. Or maybe that's the inner layer and the thick outer layer, I forget. But it's specifically like a silky smooth inner sock. I think it's a silky smooth inner sock and a thick outer sock. I think that's the combo you're supposed to do to not get blisters. I'm not massaging your feet. I didn't ask you to. It's a pressure blister, not rubbing? There's 2 blisters that I had that have taken a really long time to heal. I think they're pretty much healed at this point. They might be a little calloused. But one of them is on the back right heel. Just the back side of it. We talking about feet? We are. The other one is on the left foot, on the ball of the heel, right behind the big toe. Those, the best thing for blisters with me, though, is to just, kind of file down dead skin on my feet. That helps so much. If I don't do that, the blisters, like, don't go away. If I file them down and, like, keep the dead skin down, they heal pretty quickly. We are at 2.9. Like 3 miles. I did one dungeon on my priest this morning. I had a little bit of time after going to the store. I was like, I can do a dungeon. That takes like 10 minutes. I got on. It was the Undermine. Not the Undermine. It was the Cobalt Depths dungeon or whatever. I had a fucking aggressive tank. It was this paladin just rushing ahead. Now, they had the survivability and skills as a tank to like keep themselves alive. So it wasn't like, oh my god, they're killing the group. It was a little stressful as a healer because they're just going. They're just going ham. Now, it was kind of fun because they'd get these really big AoE packs. Sod, right? No, I've kind of stopped playing Sod. I'm on retail. I'm playing a Disc Priest, and Disc Priest has a fucking Dispriest has a fun thing where I put Radiance on everything. This applies Atonement. Using Radiance makes it so that my next Penance will shoot 2 bolts. So Penance shoots 3. It's talented to shoot 4. Radiance will bring it up to 6. I do Mind Blast, which summons a black hole on enemies that does AoE damage every second. And then I do Penance, which increases the damage and size by 10% of the black hole. So it gets increased by 60%. And when a tank pulls like 20 mobs and groups them all up, and I get to drop this fucking black hole on them, oh, it feels good. Hi, Chocolate. Beat Cat has been called. But yeah, Eland, I did Wargame stuff with like Full Kit a while back before 2019. So socks and min-maxing your food and water excited is something I learned over time. Off Icky, good job, Haxie. Hello. Now, how are you guys doing? We're good, I'm good. Ganna, I'm kind of done with Season of Discovery. I got ganked by that rogue on the PvP server, and it's just like, man, I don't care about this anymore. I just don't want to deal with PvP. So I switched to Warlock, but like, I don't know, Warlock wasn't that fun. I got to 24 in that. I'm very interested in the Season of Discovery news. So, you might have seen, I don't remember if you were here when I was talking about it. There was a blue post from the Season of Discovery team that's like, we're gonna stop making content for Season of Discovery as fast. They are working, their focus is a new Classic project. And so I'm really hoping that's Classic Plus. I'm really, really hoping that that is, you know, they come out with Classic, rebalance the classes. It's not like the runes and gimmicky stuff. It's just Classic. They rebalance the raids. They redo the visuals. I would fucking love that. I would honestly be like, I main this now. Neon dropping his load on a bunch of people makes him feel good. What the? Oh, I see what you're talking about with the black hole. Are you used to dropping holes on them? Fantastic. Ganged on a PvP server? You signed up for it? I know, Gale. Here's the thing, Gale. I grew up on PvP servers. I knew always be looking over your shoulder. Always keep an eye on, you know, the NPCs around you. If you see dead bodies, be on alert, because that means there's another player nearby. I know how to play like that. And then in Wrath of the Lich King, I started playing on PvE servers. And I made fun of my friends on these servers the whole time. I was like, you guys are babies playing on PvE servers. This is for babies. But you get comfortable. You get relaxed. You can actually use your DPS cooldowns to clear faster. You don't have to, like, save things if you get jumped. It's just, it's so much more chill. And then you go back to PvP servers and it's like, it's just stressful. You're on edge. You're looking over your shoulder. You're just like, oh man, I could get jumped at any second, especially if it's a game with stealth classes like rogues. Ugh. And so, now I very much prefer PvE servers. I very much enjoy that chill experience while leveling. But Akiwoo's guild on Season of Discovery is PvP server. So I was leveling there. And it wasn't even like I messed up. It's that this level 60 rogue was bored and didn't care about their honor. So they were killing a lot of NPCs, quest givers, and low-level players. They were just, like, shitting on their honor. It was going down so much. They didn't care. And that's the system that's in place in Classic WoW to prevent people from doing that, but if somebody's quitting the game and they don't care and they just shit on their honor intentionally, well, fuck me, I guess. Honestly, real, I'm on a PvP server and it's just so one-sided, it's PvE. Which fucking sucks, because I need an ally for an achievement. Random chance spawn on a daily quest, which sucks. Ugh. Yeah, that's one of the Legion quests, right? There's always a Rogan and Viz everywhere on PvP servers. I know it has little to do, but I was playing COD BO6 today. And I met 2 cheaters with auto aim. They're playing with good players as well, so it was a torture. They're really bad anyhow, so we managed to get them where they were camping, and we barely made it to win a match. That's always funny when, like, you see the other team cheating and you still win. What cope do they have to deal with? What mental hurdles that they have to justify? Hey, we're so bad that we still lost with auto aim and wall hacking. You know they're telling themselves, oh man, these guys are cheating too. One of my favorite memories of Classic is being 40 in Stranglethorn Vale. Rogue jumped me while I'm looting a chest. I proceed to kill him and camp him for 20 minutes. Really called the second road to help him. Cat of Firelands quest. You get 4 now. Allies and 1 is a chance of being named now. For me, I have a few PvP memories from like very, very old moments in games. One of my biggest moments, my most memorable moments, Burning Crusade had just come out, and I'm playing a Blood Elf Hunter. My best friend is playing a Blood Elf Paladin. He's like level 19, I'm level 23. We go to Stone Town's mountains. I'm at the town, and I'm like talking to quest givers or something. He goes ahead to the upper area to like start killing mobs there. And he starts, you know, we're in a call together, and he's like, Alliance, 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 they're jumping me, get here. I turn on Aspect of the Cheetah, and I start fucking booking it there, right? I'm just like, I gotta go help him, right? There's a hill, it's like the walkway, it goes up and then it goes down, so you can't see vision over it. But I see him come over the hill, and then he dies. He just dies right as I get there. And so the 3 Alliance that were ganking him now immediately see me, and they're like, oh boy, another horde to kill, get their ass. And I 1v3'd them. They were like level 15 to 19, and I was 23. And I remember I got one in an ice trap. I kited the second. One of them was a mage that I went for first. Then I killed the one that I was kiting. And then I broke the one out of the ice trap and killed him. But like, just that I 1v3'd, it was so... like fucking, I had so much adrenaline and was so like hyped up from it. I literally got up from my chair and just started pacing around my room, just going, woo! I'm the greatest! I'm the GOAT! Woo! Like, I'm just so fucking... God, I would have been like 14, 15 at the time. Good job, that's pretty baller. It felt fucking cool. Right? The best part was the enemy team was calling them all sorts of loser insults in Brazilian Portuguese. Yeah, Elon, we get it, you're almost 40. Okay, buddy. Bottom of the sheeps, top fragger on the screens. Good job, that's pretty baller. Touchdown, showboating, Elon. I remember in this game, Star Wars The Old Republic, I was in Quesh, and I'm leveling my shadow, not my shadow, my assassin. The Imperial Inquisitor double lightsaber. And I get jumped by a smuggler. And they waited for me to be fighting enemies. So like I pull a group of enemies, I'm fighting 4 enemies, and then this guy, you know, backstabs me and starts stabbing me. But I'm able to like leech off him and the enemies. I think specifically I was getting resets. So I was getting a reset off of the enemies, and then using that on him, and I did that like 2 or 3 times. And then I beat him in the 1v1, and I came out of it with like 30% health. And I was like, sit the fuck down, idiot! You come at me with an advantage and I still win? Get out of my face! Like, I was just so hyped up from that. I don't know what Ewan's talking about. Ewan was activating that Dracula flow formula. Oh my god, okay. Now, I like winning PvP when I'm jumped. I hate getting jumped and losing. But it's justifiable, right? I never jump anybody. I never initiate PvP. In WildStar, when I leveled my Stalker there, I leveled with 4 guildies. We leveled as a group of 5 because one of them was a healer and was like, guys, I'm a healer. It's going to take me forever to level. Level with me. And we're like, okay. And so we went through the whole story as a group of 5. That healer who wanted health the whole time, he was a very, like, fuck the other faction. Kill them. Kill them on sight. If it's red, it's dead. Not just once. If you see them again, kill them again. They have to suffer. And it was like, dude, why are you so, like, aggressive with this? Why are you so, like, not just into PvP, but, like, literally griefing him? And he's like, you know they would do the same to us. If they had a 5-stack and we were the one, they would fuck us. So we have to fuck them because they would do it to us. And it was like, I don't know if it's like that, dude, but Jesus. I like his attitude and enthusiasm. You know, it's just a good boy. He would always attack exiles because we were the Dominion side. He would always attack exiles. And the other 3 leveling us with us would always join in and be like, yeah, man, sure, let's kill him. And I'd be there like, guys, this just seems mean. We've seen this guy 3 times in the zone and we keep killing him. This just feels like, you know, this is just bullying. And they're like, you're fucking lame, Nox. You're gonna regret it. They're gonna betray you. They're gonna fucking, you know, see you when you're on your own and they're gonna kill you. I'm like, yeah, of course they're going to. Because I'm in the guild with a bunch of psychopath serial killers. Of course they're gonna kill me. You're gonna blacklist our guild. Which is exactly what happened. This was like launch week, right? This was like the second week, or the first and second week of the game being out. And we started seeing forums pop up for our server forums that were like, if you see the guild nap time, kill them on sight. They're the most rude motherfuckers. They killed me 7 times while I was trying to quest through this zone. I had taken a day off from work to play this, and I didn't get through one zone because these guys kept farming me. I hate these people. I hate them so much. And, like, people were commenting like, yeah, that happened to me too, yeah. And so our guild became, like, the top of the list for the exiles for, if you see this guild, kill on sight. These guys fucking suck dicks. We hate them. They're bad manners. Kill them. And I remember showing all these posts to the other guy, like, look at what you fucking done. And he's like, see, I told you. They will kill us if given the opportunity. They're just mad we did it first. I'm like, oh my god, you are fucking crazy. Suck dicks. I was a stalker, so I could stealth past most stuff. That medic, that healer that, you know, was the cause of all this, he got fucking griefed and, like, spawn killed so many times. They would kill him in, like, questing areas. Like, he'd be in a questing hub with, like, a bunch of NPCs, and they'd be killing him, and he hated it. And I don't think he played the game for that long. And it's like, dude, you 100% did this to yourself. You literally poked the hornet's nest and are complaining about the hornets now. He's definitely polite. Good is stretching it a bit. He'd be quite the little gremlin. Your guild's name was Naptime for you, labeled a violent and psychotic criminal because he mingled with the wrong kind. Suck dicks. The most violent top sigma healer I've ever heard of. I remember this in Star Wars. With the guild name Chocolate. The guild... Okay, so the history of this guild. I was in a guild called Order of Medivh in Burning Crusade. This guild, the Medivh was just a player, or a character in the story. And the guy who made the guild was just a nerd. So, Order of Medivh. I think he wanted the guild acronym to be was what he was going for there. I'm in this guild. I eventually leave it. And I kind of get blacklisted from it. And I can't join again. Hi, Riddle. Medivh. Medivh. A guy that had also been kicked from the guild. Well, he was kicked. I left. But both of us were blacklisted. He went and made his own guild. And I think this guild was called like Ghost Pack or something. I forget. Hi, Violet. I joined Ghost Pack. And at the end of Burning Crusade, the guy that was leading this guild, he got high, had a really bad argument with some of the officers, and just disbanded the guild. They reformed. Nobody told me about the reform. I just didn't know. They told me like 3 weeks later, like, where are you? And I was like, the guild disbanded. Like, you didn't rejoin it when it was remade the next day? Nobody fucking told me. I go into Wrath the Lich King. I play a Death Knight, I level that up. I apply to a guild called Ascension. I find out that the guild Ascension is trolling people, so fuck them, I don't want to join them anymore. But now I don't want to do a fucking guild application. So I messaged the guy that was doing Ghost Pack, who has remade the guild. He has remade the guild as, oh, I forget what it was. But I joined him so that I don't have to do a, an application. I joined that guild, make a bunch of new friends. The guild leader, the guy that got kicked out of that same guild as me in Burning Crusade and has remade it, he gets kicked from the guild because he's got a bunch of fucking drama and problems. We basically, well, he didn't get kicked out of the guild. Everybody left the guild. Our paladin mod, or officer, I should say, he had like an alt guild called Plan B. And so we went and joined Plan B. We basically just remade the guild without the guild leader. We raided in Plan B for a while. The paladin, he gives the guild to a different officer because his work like changes and he can't raid anymore. This guy is a piece of shit and just disappears one day. The guild goes back to that first paladin, and the paladin's like, I don't want you guys to have it, so I'm kicking all of you out. This is my alt guild anyway, fuck all y'all. And he just forces it back. That's kind of the end of it for a while. One of the officers, a mage, he remakes it with 2 friends like a year later. They remake it as Namaste, which is the fucking like yoga, peace to all things, Namaste. And so that goes for a little while. It's supposed to be 3 guild leaders that run it together. 2 of them flake and don't show up at all. Hi, Leon. So it's just the one guy. Namaste is actually a Hindu word for respectful greeting. Okay. As I said it, I was like, I just said that's from yoga. That's not from yoga. That's just Hindi, isn't it? Namaste runs for a little bit, and then it kind of disbands. The guy who was leading it, that mage, the reason it disbanded was because he had a kid. He'd basically hooked up with his ex-girlfriend one night, didn't pull out, she got pregnant, he disappears for a little while. He comes back, and he's like, guys, I can raid, but I'm a stay-at-home dad. The only time I can raid is when the kid is napping. And so now, I'm making a guild. It's gonna be a small 10-man guild. It's not gonna, like, push content that hard. But the guild is based around when my son can nap, the guild will be called Nap Time. So that's why the guild was called Nap Time. And I ran with Nap Time for years. Even when his son, and eventually he had a second son, they were like 13 and 11, we were still raiding. Imagine not respectfully greeting someone. Hi, Yulin, my watermelon. Watermelon! Oh, meditating. Order of Madia. I remember this in Star Wars. Healers are super violent, though. MMO healers are kind of violent people. Me dive. I know the Medivh you talking about. I've the conductor. I don't know if you do, Riddle, because you're spelling it very off. A Violet, hi Gunna, Gale the Legend, hi, not Riddle. Hi, Chocolate, aggressively Pat. Namaste. Namaste is actually a Hindu word for respectful greeting. Hello. Violet, and hello to you too. Wave, oh gosh. Imagine not respectfully greeting someone, base. Dylan, I needed your advice this morning, but I failed to DM you before your closed off window. Can I ask now? Yes, you can ask now. If you're okay with asking in front of everybody, sure. This is actually pretty wholesome. Problem was, that he easily went to hell. The nap time was disturbed. Nap time had its own drama. Nap time played end of Wrath of the Lich King, early Kata. Halfway through Kata, we stopped raiding Firelands to go make nap time in Star Wars. Which, you know, we went from a raid team of 10 to 8, and, you know, that kind of sucked for 2 people. We start raiding in Star Wars. And, people really clash and stop getting along, and, 2 people get kicked out of the guild, and it's remade as Karma. And I always had a problem with the guild getting remade as Karma. I didn't rejoin. They wanted me to, and I was like, guys, I still like these people. I'm not okay with, like, kicking them out, telling them to go fuck themselves, and making a guild called Karma. So I'm not joining. They eventually hashed it out. One of the instigators was diagnosed with, like, depression and got medication, started getting along with people a lot more. Hi, Jan. They come back for Warlords of Draenor at the very end, and we remake Nap Time. So we played Hellfire Citadel, and then Emerald Nightmare, Nighthold, Tomb of Sargeras, and I think they went on to Antorus. I stopped playing at Tomb of Sargeras. And so, Nap Time is a guild that I raided with, you know, for a total, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, hold on, 1, Icecrown Citadel, Siege of Hellfire Citadel, why am I blanking on this? Hellfire Citadel, Emerald Nightmare, Nighthold, Tomb of Sargeras. I raided with them for 5 raid tiers, which is probably only like 2 years, but it's people that I knew across like 10 years. Jeez, how many times is this guild to be remade? How nice of you to walk your chow. Lore Master, stare at Elin. During Classic, I was in like 7 different guilds. I'm joining a guild with a kind of friend. He ended up merging with the biggest tryhard guild of the server. At the end of Classic, I got told there was no space for me if I could save for dungeons because they had a barrel that quit like 6 months before I joined. Come back, the really funny thing is they spent like 3 or 4 months trying to find a bear tank. Oh jeez, hi. MO healers want to make others because the violence they themselves cannot produce. Lore Master, stare at Elin. It's very like, hi Lugs. When you are healing in an MMO, you're very aware of what other players are doing. When you're DPSing in an MMO, you're locked in. You see the thing in front of you and you stab it. Or you throw fireballs at it. When you're healing, you're just watching what your DPS are doing. And so when there's mechanics that need to get done, when there's like, this enemy needs to be killed priority, and you see people not doing it, it gets very frustrating and you yourself can't do it. And nice of you to walk your chow. Jesus, how many times for this guild to be remade? Hi Yuli, hi Jane, hi Riddle. So during the peak of the botting and scalping for Pokemon cards, I was just joking around and trying to get cards, just laugh, see how fast things sell out. But one day I actually got in and was able to buy cards. They finally showed up. Problem is, I don't really want the cards. Oh, so I'm stuck in this situation. Sell the box like a scalper would. 2, keep the box so you can watch the value rise like a scalper. Or 3, own packs but don't appreciate the cards like an actual collector would. Resell them at a deal. Just sell them in a way that you don't make profit so that you're not like a scalper. Hi Trogdor, Pat. Morning, Elin. I sent you a couple of pics. I hope you like them. Oh, hell yeah. Sell them to a friend, you say? Sell them to a friend at either a discount or as a present. Or just, you know, market value. Or just, you know, relist them like a scalper. But, like, at a good price. Right? Don't be trying to fucking price gouge people. I like that first one, Lugs. But it just catches the thong lines. I'm like, uh-oh, oopsie. when I stream, when I'm in that outfit, I feel like those bottoms are a little small for Twitch. And so I try to hide them. I try to keep the camera up above my waistline a little bit so that you guys don't see that. And I can crop it more. I see that and I'm like, oh, it's kind of poking out. That first one is very cute though. The second one I also really like. The second one, it has less of a pretty background. The first one has a lot of like pretty lights going off. But I like how comfy we all look together in the second one. They're nice. Hi, sis. Sis, are you just living in Night Rain? Do you have 40 hours in it since it came out like 30 hours ago? Tell them to a friend, you say, coward. I can crop it more thong lines. Oh, okay. I mean, you can do whatever you want with them vlogs. I don't know what I would do with them. Believe me, there was a lot more. Small bottoms. I also like it when you hide the bottoms. Okay, alright. I know a streamer who once got a 3-day ban recently, even though she was wearing proper length shorts. You gotta be careful of that, because you don't even know what kind of length you'll get banned. Yeah, it's just Elden hug, Mike hug. Sis. Night Rain came out, and it's making me want to play Elden Ring. I don't really have much desire to play Night Rain itself, but I am like, man, I should finish Elden Ring. I should get through that. I had my playthrough with Zuvi, and we didn't even come close to finishing. Hi, sis Elden. Oh, actually, here's a question for you, sis. Have you ever heard of the game Victory of Round in VR chat? Alright, sis, don't worry, Elena. I'll make sure you will never get banned for your shorts. Yes, you play Elden Ring before the new Zelda come out. Elen's bottoms, though, nodders. Remove your legs? There shouldn't be a problem, right? That's not how it works. Riddle wave, chocolate wave. High global doko. Cropped more? How do I word this? It doesn't show the thong line. Which is like, okay, that's what I wanted. But now it makes the shirt look weird because of the angle, right? Because you see the skin under the shirt because I'm like very much leaning back. It makes the shirt look like something it's not actually. Like, it makes it look like a different kind of shirt. I don't know. I don't know if that matters. Noah saying hi to you. Nerdle. Same message, lol. My name is Riddle. No, they're saying hi to Riddle. Oh, my bad, you were mentioning 2 people. Thought you were calling me Riddle. We're moving your legs. I know where we can put them over my shoulders. Elen's so picky, SMH. I know Lugs is an artist, and they very much prefer somebody being like straightforward and telling them what they like and don't like in their opinion, as opposed to somebody just like, wow, it's great. Would you make any changes? No, it's great. Okay, well, I kind of need some input from you. You don't need anything from me. It's great. Like, Creative types hate that. So like, well, it sounds critical. Well, it sounds like I'm being very nitpicky and like, oh, it's not good enough. At least I imagine Lugs is the type of artist that's like, I very much prefer input than you just yes-manning. Oh, it's perfect. I wouldn't make any changes. Yada, yada, yada. I don't want to give any input. He likes feet. Oh, then I'll send him some feet pics. Lugs, global is weird. I don't particularly like feet. I don't have anything against feet. But no, I'm not into feet. You can be riddled if you want. I don't care. I shouldn't be talking. I should be sleeping. Good night. Good night, Smile. That's why I left a spec. You know, there was something there. But no peeking. Oh well. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just teasing you. Right, right. No sleep, only Yuland. Oh my goodness. Look. Uh-huh. There, sent you feet pic. Barely a feet pic. That's like a full thong pic. Oh my goodness, Lugs. You're not my real mom. I know the only reason why you are friends with Isu. I'm friends with Isu because they invited me to the Gauntlet collab. And they're nice. I don't know. Isu is one of those, like... we're friends by association, and I don't have anything bad to say against them. But their interest in games and their brand of humor, it's not, like, perfectly meshed and in line with mine. So while I think they're great, Isuras, yes. And this could change. You know, I could be saying this now where it's like, you know, they're great, but, you know, we want other things in friend groups and whatnot. I could be saying this now, and 3 months from now, him and I are best friends. I think they're very cool. I am not friends with them because they're the foot connoisseur that can recognize every single base model's foot by the wrinkle lines on the bottom of the foot. That is not why I'm friends with Isu. You can keep pretending if you want. You get one toe, that's all I offer. Easter he cool, good gamer. Isu pod. Why, tons of bad stuff to say about Isu. Mainly his obsession with feet. That is sure a skill, and Soup. That is very much a strong skill he has, Gana. I don't know if he can use it for anything. I don't know if he should be proud of it. But it's something he's got. Okay, that's actually it. Guys, it's entirely okay to be interested in your friend's feet, but be friends with more profound reasons. For more profound reasons, I think. Oh god. We're at 4.4 miles. I need a drink. No, I had met Isu very briefly, and then Cairo, Lofam, and Isu were setting up the Gauntlet collab, and you know, then I got to play with Isu a lot. I haven't caught their streams lately. I haven't been catching them as much lately. But yesterday was fun. I had a lot of fun yesterday, Lugs. I didn't say it at the time, but I know of Naisiri. You know Koyo Red, you know Aiko. That's one of, like, my closest friends. And I remember there was a brief period of time for, like, a week or two on VR chat, like, 3 years ago, where Koyo and Naisiri were hanging out a lot. And Naisiri was on Koyo's stream a lot back then. And so, I remember seeing them a lot then. And then, I kind of, like, didn't see them around much at all, because Koyo stopped playing VR chat. And then I saw them popping up in my Twitter feed again, and I was like, oh yeah, this person was cool. So we can be interested in Yulin's feet. If you want to be interested in my feet, go ahead. Hi, Red Panda. Can't look a gift foot in the mouth. Yesterday was fun, yep. I do that every day, Lugs. Where we walk, and then I take a nap in VR. And there's some people that I'm like, oh, I'd love to, take a nap with them. I love the thought of, like, falling asleep and waking up next to them. I joke about it. I don't know if you know Maruka Ko. There was one day where I fell asleep with them and my friend Freya in a world. And when I woke up, Freya she had gone off. And Maru had kind of just stayed behind. Because they were like, oh, Yulin's asleep. I don't want them to wake up alone. And so they had kind of just positioned it so that my head was in their lap. And I woke up, my head's in their lap, I'm looking up, and they're kind of just like looking at YouTube videos. They're kind of just, clearly messing with their overlay. And I'm like, oh, hi. And they're like, oh, good morning. And then we talked for like 20, 30 minutes. And I told them later, they're like, streaming a few days later. And I was like, you ever just wake up from your nap in VR with your head in someone's lap and think you might fall in love? And they're like, yeah, Yuland? Uh-huh. What are you trying to say there? Hi. That's so cute. Alex, Maddie's just gone forever. It's so sad, Trogdor. Hi, Yuland. Hi, chat. Hello. I just got in, and we're already talking about liking feet, damn. That's adorable. Do you know Maru Lugs? I wouldn't be surprised if you did. But at the same time, I'm like, I don't know if I've ever seen Lugs there. I think so? Okay. Yeah, no. I don't actually, crush on Maru. I'm not like, oh my god, I'm actually in love with them. The name is very familiar. But waking up with my head in their lap, I was like, this is what life is about. I want more of this. Hi, Riddle. Project Make Yuland Wake Alone. Oh my goodness. I can agree. Guys, unrelated, but I got pants and a bodysuit these last 2 days. Feel really happy and cute? Hell yeah. I've talked about it a few times. There's a few people that I'm in a weird position in my life where dating is a weird thought, right? I live with my parents. Nobody's fucking moving in here, right? Nobody's fucking moving in to live with my parents. That's not happening. So, me dating anybody with the goal of, moving in with them, feels weird because it have to be, an increase to my situation from living with my parents. In that regard, it's I don't want to say I feel undateable, but I feel like stay-at-home house husband that can't cook. Do people really want to date that? If there's been a few people that talk to me about a relationship, they're like, hey, would you be my boyfriend? And I've had to be like, no, because, this situation, yada yada. The most common thing is, you're 22 and I'm 34 and I don't like that age difference. There's 2 people that if they were like, do you want to date? I'd be like, okay. I wouldn't be able to say no to them. I'd rather wake up with Yuland wink wink. That's really nice to wake up on the lap of someone wonderful. Dating is really weird for me too. By living on my own, I am, however, studying. Now would you come out to your parents? So you got a cool new roommate? Living under their roof? No. If I was like, hey, I've been dating this person and I'm moving out, yeah, I would just tell them that. They'd be like, okay, let us know if you need to come back. So date at July? At July? Feels weird not feeling prepared because of your life situation, but perhaps you could try anyhow. Think about it, many people our age are dealing through the same things. So what you're saying, Chocolate, I'm kind of being hypocritical. Because very much I'm a believer in that if you think you're not ready for something, just start it anyway. If you're the type of person that says, I'm not going to date until I have my life together, spoiler alert, your life will never be together. Just start. Just start dating, you'll make it work. For me, it's more of an issue of like, I don't want the quality of my life to go down by dating somebody. And right now, the quality of my life is kind of dependent on not dating somebody. So it's just weird. I totally get that. This is why I won't go out with a lot of people. More so because I love them so much. Date a Chad, so Papa will get another son. Did you just give me an exasperated sigh? I mean, fair, but... No. He hasn't told them. He has a child. When I'm definitely free. He definitely isn't going to tell them about his ace lover. It's funny that you say ace lover. Because we joke about me being Koyo's mistress, and Koyo is ace. Exactly my way of thinking as well. You will make it work. But if you don't want to, Dina's telling me to make a little gremlin. I feel that as well. I agree with the age gap. Like, I got a lot of coworkers in the early 20s, and they don't believe me when I tell them how old I am. And I'm like, oh boy, they don't understand the premise of age yet. Hi, Core. Did you have fun last night? Did you win any rounds? Did you, like, finish champion at once? Once? Hell yeah. Okay. We did, like, 4 or 5 different rounds. I literally only remember my build from the time I won. There's like... all the other builds, I'm just like, I just remember them sucking and not winning.
I don't even need to remember my build from the time I won because I had 2 freaking cards.
Hi, Alex. Oh, you were the one that won the crazy fast one then. We had one that was like, well, I guess it's done already. That was that.
Yeah, the very last one I won.
Dylan telling me to go make one.
Hit me.
Oh god, your little fucking lightning cat just fucking zipping around. I'm like, fucking stop.
We had... oh yeah, this is when Core won. There was a round where Core and Haxie both had 2 wins. Whoever wins this, like, final match takes everything. They take home the crown. Haxie, fucking beefy tank, 600 health, bunch of damage. If she hits you, you're dead. Core, 3 jumps and movement speed. So, like, poor Haxie is
all my
literally
damage
just...
was, like, it was based on explosion. So they had to hit something to explode, so I couldn't hit Cos. So I'm like, I'm trying to hit the ground, but Cos just staying in the air, just floating around like a little fucking bumblebee.
It was so devastating to watch, because we're just like, Haxie's got so much health, but I don't think she can hit Core. Somebody, I forget who it was, somebody was saying, hi, Bunby. Somebody was saying Core looked like somebody had her, like they had clicked her with their mouse and were just dragging her across the screen. Just like, hold and drag Core around the screen. Hello, treadmill has arrived? Hell yeah. I still want to enjoy life, so I haven't thought about dating at all. I barely handle myself. The idea of dating does put us in a weird thing. I tried to date a cute cashier at my supermarket since we were treating each other nicely. But she actually didn't like me like that. So I decided that I'll enjoy myself until I think I could find another possibility like that again.
Oh, I should turn Zahogli into a heart. I like mine.
This could be fun, and it could happen to be the best time of my life. Dan wasn't even considered. LOL. What do you mean?
I should probably do the build again next time.
Hmm.
Wait, maybe I can do that. Maybe I can do the game in a public battle.
It's like they just kept running into each other. It's like two cats, like just latching onto each other, fucking flying everywhere. Me
We need to
screaming,
play it
"Please
with
stop."
Senril. We need to like not burn out on it before Senril comes back because I really want Senril to experience it. Because Senril is very into game maps like that. And if we're like, hey, Senril goes on a trip, we play it for a month straight, just every weekend. Senril comes back. We're kind of done with this.
How long is Sunroll though?
It's gonna be like 2 to 3 more weeks.
I miss Sunroll.
I do too.
I don't love me going now.
Oh god.
Yeah, let's go right.
Just walk while you shit.
But I also accepted that it's okay to be myself and enjoy myself. It's a core, hoi
You
core.
would actually fucking die.
Hi, Senro. Dude, trying to fucking jump around and wall climb while walking, I would 100% fall. I think that's what I'm trying to say.
turned my head to wave at somebody the other day and almost fucking fell face
Yeah.
over.
That's why I'm always like, have something to hold on to, and people are like, oh, it's not that
I've
important.
got nothing. I've got nothing I can fall into, so it's fine.
Oh god.
I'm VR Haxie for World Hop next week. Give me.
Yeah, I gotta remember to put myself on charge the fucking time before. Because I usually stop walking and then I'll just go to bed.
Hi, Maru. We were just talking about you. I think what I'm trying to say, my advice is take
That
it easy.
shader's really good.
The last person I dated was a coworker. That sucked when they ghosted me.
For the
Yeah, I
text.
bet that
Yeah, it's
would get awkward. Hello, treadmill has arrived. Hell yeah. Oh, it's Rose Doodle. You can say Cora was in her natural habitat. You didn't say yes or no. What do you mean? Jin, you weren't even talking about dating me. What is this guilt trip thing? Hi Core, Scraw, hi Pixel, Bunby, Sen. Hi Senril, Riddle, Maru. Icy hi, hi Maru. We were talking about taking a nap in VR, Maru. And I was telling my friend Lugs, who I'm not sure if you two know each other. But I was telling Lugs about the time I woke up in your lap, and I was like, "Do I love you? Oh my god!" Have you heard this story, Core? What happened was, I fell asleep in VR after my walk. I was with Maru and Freya. These two had not met in VR, so this was the first time them hanging out in VR, and they were just chatting up a storm. And hearing them talking, above me while I lay down was really nice, and I fell asleep to their voices. After, their conversation, Freya was like, well, I gotta go pick up the kids, so I'm heading out, bye. So then it's just Maru and I. And Maru's like, well, I don't want Yulin to wake up alone, so I'll just hang out here, I'll just watch YouTube videos and whatnot while in VR. And they position themselves so that my head is on their lap. I wake up an hour or two later, and I just wake up to Maru's lap. And just in my head I'm thinking, Doki Doki, do I love this person? And so I talked to them for a bit, and it was just, I don't know, it was just waking up with your head in someone's lap. You know what it's like in VR. You wake up with somebody there and it's like, this is nice. Waking up with your head in someone's lap and they were waiting for you was just you don't have to do that, but you still did. It was really nice.
Still in that world. Are they still asleep, or are they just thrown there
Probably.
and they've been
They
in
were
there
they were asleep when I woke up.
oh my god, they've been in there since 4 p.m. my time, and it's fucking 2:30 a.m. now.
Hi, Hobbit.
Imagine getting a full night of sleep.
Wait, who did
Wait,
you think I asked
There's
to
no
date in July?
time zone that makes sense.
I didn't think you asked anybody to date in July. I thought you were
Is
just
there-
saying you have time in July.
My time.
Imagine going to sleep. The
Not
last
in the
people I
US.
date was in my life before this one.
It'll be fucking 12 for, wait, Wait, what Cairo is Cairo?
What time zone is Cairo?
So there's like,
Yeah.
Eastern.
Yeah, so it's like 12:30.
oh god.
Well, so that's how Cairo exists on the weekends. They literally just do not leave VR for like 50 hours straight.
Oh, I
They
think they're asleep.
they're very likely asleep. They're typically waking up around this time. They will leave VR, charge all of their stuff, and hang out in desktop. And then when it's time for my nap, they will get back in VR, nap for an hour, and then go about their day. I thought he was Central. He is Ohio, which I believe is Eastern.
Ohio.
Is that Haxie actually talking crazy cute?
Hilarious.
Yula is such a valley girl. What do you mean? Oh, I've had someone do that to me. I explained to them I'm just a jackass that laughs a lot. Pat, hi Hobbit. Imagine going to sleep. Audio Central. Yeah, I woke up, passed out on Cairo. He's still out? Hell yeah. Ohio have their own time zone. Gozaimasu. Ohio. God damn it.
Deckard is surely coming out soon this year, guys.
I'm getting really close to just getting a big screen too.
I'm just getting the big screen, yeah. I'm
It
already
it has the facial tracking add-on. It's got its audio strap. I'm just gonna get a fucking big screen.
Yeah. I'm ordering
So
that
dumb.
next week with the audio and the Halo strap.
Mm-hmm.
I've ordered the
Treat it
big
like
screen
night vision
too.
goggles.
I didn't want to, cause like I don't like that it needs the audio strap, and I really wanted face tracking. But like there's just editions that fix that now, and I think they're both official. So it's like, well, shit. All right.
Yeah, I've got a face tracker, so I've just gotta get the 3D fucking clip that prints onto the front of it.
Yep. As a face tracking can clip Babel onto it,
It's just
and
a
isn't
robot
such a bulky
tracking.
piece of shit that I can pass out, even sober. No one sees your face. Well, so here's the thing, Gana. Here's the thing, Gana. They are making changes to the camera so that you can have multiple stream cameras.
It's like fish.
I believe it's in beta right now. I don't know how long it's gonna be till it's out. I actually don't know if it's out yet. But ideally, I have me walking like this, and then kind of where Haxie is, I would have more of a first person, well, not first person, but like second person, basically look like this. Like imagine this setup with my, you know, hands going through, not my hands, my face going through all the gestures and whatnot, but in a small corner, kind of down where Haxie is.
Imagine humming to yourself.
Um,
and being caught.
Imagine like a standard VTuber setup. So you'd see the back of
Imagine
me,
humming
and
to
you'd see my
yourself and
face.
being caught.
You're in Ironforge? I'm in Ironforge, yeah. Even though the desktop face tracking is very simple, it's spoiling me so badly. Particularly the eye tracking. Hi, Sen. Yeah, I wasn't sure if that was Haxie or core humming. No wonder you are so red. Yeah, this world has very odd lighting. I could have gone somewhere to, like, make it appear less red/orange. But that does sound neat. That
Does it
is...
have an outside, or is it just all inside?
You hit an invisible wall when you get close to the statue. You can see the statue, but they didn't want to do way outside, so they don't let you line up with the main part. If you go through the gate there, it'll cut you off before the statue.
Yeah.
My message failed to send. At least you aren't green. Yeah, it's very much like, I don't know the technical term. I want to say like proximity lighting, but
Is this where people gamble?
yes. This is one of the OG 6 cities of World of Warcraft. And on the Alliance, they were kind of split between Stormwind and this one. This one is a lot closer. Well, no, it's kind of the same distance from Molten Core. I don't remember why so many people liked Ironforge instead of Stormwind. But this area right here, this is like the main area where people hung out in Stormwind, because over there is the auction house. Right behind us is the bank. And this was just a big area where a lot of people stood, and this is where they would do the death rolling.
Is there an old Orgrimmar map in VR chat that isn't the fucking old fucking garbage one?
There's 2.
Is it the old one?
I think they're about the same quality. I don't think they're that bad. I'd actually really appreciate it if you didn't call it garbage, because my friend worked on one of the old ones, and so.
What the fuck?
Hi, Harley. There's 2 old ones, and then there's like 3 new ones.
Okay, I was just double checking, because if there wasn't, I was gonna be like, maybe I'll redo it.
I was gonna say something, and I forgot.
I'm gonna double check it later.
Okay. There's. I was just thinking, it's probably not the same level of ease. I was like, could you put maps in VR chat from better games? But I don't know how easy it is to get those files compared to WoW.
Yeah, WoW just has a bunch of files.
Hmm.
And I think Merlin even has made a tool for it, for VR chat.
Elon is red because of how much heat he produces due to walking. Oh my goodness. Stormwind only had if Bank and Noxhouse were right next to each other. It's very easy to do professions in Ironforge. Hi Harley. I mean, not garbage, just trash. Hi Harley. Really depends on the game. Yeah. God, what's a game that I would literally kill to have like maps of it added from? My first thought is Custom Robo. The Custom Robo little battle arenas would be really cool to have in VR chat. I think there might be 1 or 2.
You're
Wildstar?
gonna say the Tales games.
Tales games wouldn't be bad. I don't know how easy that would be to do. And also, like, I don't think there'd be... You wouldn't be able to do a lot of historical Tales games because they're very angled. They're very much like locked perspective. Even some of the Tales games maps that have been added, you can tell the camera's over here. Nothing has a backside to it. Hi, Ty. These aren't game trailers? The title doesn't say game trailers. What do you mean? Custom Robo Arena, that shit was peak. I love that game.
Do you walk in front of the game trailers?
Yes. I make myself smaller than usual. So like here I'm kind of big, but for the game trailers I'll size myself down a little bit so you can see more of the trailer. But yeah, I'll just fucking put the game trailer up. It's a really cool way to see all the games that are coming out and be a lot more in tune with news for that. I see a lot of cool games. And hi Keo, I used to be like, this game makes me think of this person, I'm gonna send it to them. But it started getting annoying. Because people were like, you never send me trailers. And I was like, well, I don't know your taste as well, sorry. And I didn't want to deal with that anymore. I've not been able to find something else like it.
To me, yeah.
I don't send you as much as I used to. I used to fucking send you like 10 every week to be like, these are the games you'll like.
I need to play that Haste Broken Worlds.
I don't know if I told you this, but Cairo is trying really hard to get me into Darktide.
Cairo?
Yeah.
I thought you said Koyo.
No, Cairo. Koyo is gone for a month. Koyo is in Poland. He left yesterday. And, we don't even know if he's going to have internet access the whole time. He's gonna be on a farm.
I thought you were gonna say, we don't even know if he's gonna be back.
Well, I mean, we joke, but we don't. Because he has dual citizenship. American...
So he can't just stay there?
He could just stay there. But, I mean, you know... The Dorito Man is the president. you know, the old Family Guy meme of, you know, can you come back in the country or are you a terrorist? Brings up the color palette of, you know, light to brown. Koyo is not the most white person, so there is a little bit of fear that he might not come back to America. It's really depressing to think about, but
Yeah.
Has anybody played that Revenge of the Savage Planet?
I feel like I've heard of it. But I'm forgetting, like, I can't visualize it right now. He walks into the game trailers.
See a trailer for it.
I've not been able to find something else like it. Look at this dude bragging about size nom. Hi, Core, what do you want for Father's Day? Hi, how's you? Hi, G. You didn't send me trailer, cry. Dark Tide fun. You like that, you fragger? There's plenty, Karkin more. Dark Tide, I'm not joking. I am an Ogren, and I say protect the little ones. Kyra would have a better chance to get you to play. If you picked a game where you fight Slanesh demons. Oh hey, Core, sorry. You gotta come to him. Where's the broken planet, Space Lord? Dark Tide. So this was really funny. Cairo has been trying so hard to get me to play Dark Tide, and I'm like, dude, I just don't wanna. And like, he's being like, they redid all the endgame systems. And I'm like, yeah, I don't care about that because I didn't get to these. They remade like how you get guns and whatnot, and I'm like, again, don't care. Didn't really interact with that system. And then Hobbit just goes, you like summoners? They're adding the summoner class next month, and it was like, what? That's all I fucking need. That's all you had to say. Cairo, why didn't you lead with that? And Cairo's just sitting there like, well, I mean, yeah. It was like, bro. Wait, Darktide. And Cairo didn't ask me. I'm gonna throttle him? Noodles, if you're into Darktide, Cairo probably thought you only know War Thunder. Go tell him you'll play with him. He will literally your best friends for the next 2 months. Wait, but a dog? Hi, Noodles, Bull Wave. We're at 5.6 miles. I have no idea where in the video we are. I have a build where I'm only shooting lightning like Palpatine. 9 mile? 9 mile. We are not going 9 miles. We do not have incline today, so there's no reason to end early. But this video is 2 hours 37 minutes. So it should end around between 6 and 7. I am the CC. Push for 10, wahoo. There's no reason to push for 10. The video will end and we will stop then. And we are getting close to the end. We are over 5, we're at 5.6. Do you have any desire to play Night Rain, Core?
I wasn't thinking about it.
Do you know what it is?
It's a Dark Souls no, Elden Ring thing.
It is. It is a Elden Ring roguelite where you go through bosses and you collect random weapons and stats and stuff. And it has people thinking it's a battle royale because it has the storm closing in. But there's no PvP. It is all PvE where you go toward the center and you have to fight a boss before the storm closes in. Then you go to the next night where it's like, you know, everything's harder, you have to do day 2. Ads? You got ads? You shouldn't be getting ads. I should have pre-rolls on, not scheduled ads. What the hell? Huh.
I'm reading Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
And it says Persona fans can romance any girl in the game and they still choose the middle-aged teacher. Why?
I saw that same post. On one hand, I get it, because I see that character, I'm like, well, that's the cute character. Of course that's why. Like, why wouldn't they? On the other hand, I do think of it where it's like Persona fans, and it shows the male teacher, kind of sexually manipulating one of the students, and they're like, "Ew, this guy's gross, put him away." And then it shows main character dating the female teacher. Ah, yes, this is great. This is peak. And it's like, that's both situations are kind of wrong, aren't they? You talk shit about Kawakami. Oh, am I alright? That was the first thing I thought when I saw the characters dropping on the map. Apparently, it is just not a battle royale. I thought it was, and Ant's just like, stop calling it that! It's offensive! I was like, oh shit, it's not. What the hell did Twitter escape? Spawn again, Core? A high red. Talk shit about Kawakami Persona 6, Lamau right. And Panda. I think is it a little hypocritical. Now, it's not quite the same. It's not fully comparable, because the teacher to female student relationship is not fully consensual. It's very blackmailing. It's extremely manipulative. Whereas the main character to the female teacher feels more, I want to say consensual, but at the same time he's a fucking minor, so you know it's not. But it is definitely portrayed as less manipulative, less abusive. But at the same time, I think both are wrong. Teacher, I'm blackmailing you because I want you to get better. Well, that's not quite the case in either relationship, but we're at 5.8. We're cruising. Hi, icy hug. Imagine. I need to message Maple. I need to message Maple about the fucking emotes. I keep saying I'll do it and then not doing it. Wee wee wee. I love having to trudge through the extremely deranged teacher to student Eros idea of Plato. Sarcastically speaking. Who is we? Are you speaking in French? Give me some notes, femboy. Notes? Alright. We talked about VR Chat Fridays. I didn't talk about everything from Victory of Round. So I talked about the time I won with the fat build.
I want to play more Victory Around.
Probably
Since
the
you stopped, I've been like, I want to keep playing.
probably the scariest thing that I saw.
Worlds.
The scariest thing I saw at Victory of Round was True.
I'm scared of Publix.
True is a like
I am
foot and a half foot tall cat, black and red colors. And one time they did a build where they had movement speed and a nuclear bomb on their shield. So you would just see this little fucking cat run around the corner and just sprinting at you while it's going nuclear, and it was fucking horrifying. There was also probably the most tragic thing that happened last night at Victory of Round. Sir Noble got a bunch of bombs, or not bombs, they got bounces and a bunch of ammo. And they did not get velocity or no fall off. In fact, they had gotten like negative velocity. So they had this really tragic setup where they would shoot at somebody, they would shoot like 7 bullets, and the bullets would all go at the closest person. But because he could only shoot like 5 feet in front of him, it was him. So he ruined his build, and he accidentally set it up where he killed himself every single round, which is like, oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. And he's just like, yeah, it's not good this time. And it's like, oh, I'm sorry. We watched the game trailers yesterday. The game I saw that I was most interested in was Bobo Bay. Corey, you're gonna be playing that when it comes out. It's the Chow Garden from Sonic Adventure. It's the guy who's like, I love the Chow Garden, and Sega won't make a standalone Chow Garden, so I'll do it myself with blackjack and hookers. There was Fish Hunters, which looks like web fishing, just, you know, redneck shooting fish with guns.
So funny.
It looks like a duck
Jiggling
hunt with
your
fishing.
keys, and you're like scrambling to get your keys.
let's talk about Grums. So Warframe is doing Pride Month. They've announced a bunch of cool things for that. And Grums was like, this company has gone too far. Guys, let's review bomb Warframe because they suck. 80 people it had 80 negative reviews in the last week. That was Grums's call to action with review bombing. And you want to know the even better part? Valve just said no. Valve just deleted all the reviews. They were like, yeah, no, these are bad reviews. The game has been good and had, 13 years of positive reviews. We're just deleting these. What the fuck was that flying thing?
Wait, what did Grum say? I got distracted by keys.
Okay, so Warframe is doing Pride Month for June, right? And Grums was like, this company has gone too far. They're DEI. We hate them because they like LGBT. Let's review bomb them. So Warframe, in the past 2 days, got 80 negative reviews. That's it.
Okay.
That's all Grums could drum up was, guys, we hate Warframe, go give them negative reviews. He got 80 people to give them negative reviews. That's all he could do. Even better, Valve just went, yeah, these are bad reviews. These are about, non-game issues, and this game has a track record of having good reviews and being solid, so we're just deleting all these dumb reviews. These are losers.
Give fuck.
It's so... You love to
Grum's
see
like
it.
opens his fucking stupid mouth.
Yup. Holy base. Elon, what did fly in the sky some minutes ago? Grab harpoon. They're these little, manta ray things in Alderaan. They're the taxi service. So in most of the planets in Star Wars, if you get a taxi somewhere, it's like a little mini spaceship. But here you ride these manta rays around. Imagine being tier 3 sub and not getting any emotes for it, match. I'll fix it. What the fuck was that flying thing? Holy base. You know what's in the sky? The evolution of the Serious Sam headless kamikaze. Like Halo suicide grunts. Source engine no clipping. The sky manta stare like a house cat ready to pounce. Guys, let's review on the greatest free-to-play video game shooter of all time. Dude, I love that he failed in 2 ways. Get fucked, idiots. Cat on cat Lamau now. Wait, the idiotic Grums? That's the one. That just need to quit media and go have a kid. Poor kid, though. Are you sure you want to say that, actual cat, bruh? Warframe does DEI with a lot of class. They also support cancer charities. Trying to review on them for such thing as redacted. Yeah, W high level. I hate that Core and I have a friend that is actively doing this shit. What? We're at 6 miles. We're at 6 miles and we're still not there. Oh god, Alderaan is so fucking long. I don't know how much longer we have. I think it's this castle right here. This big building right here is, I think, where we end, but I'm not entirely sure. Alderaan is too long? We should just make it go away. Senril, you can't say that. Not going to talk about it anymore. Saying this much was too much. Hi, Jan. It isn't that mountain in the background? I think it's that castle. I think we go down here. We go across the bridge. We go through the little firefight area. We go into that castle and then we're done. Grums claim he's a gamer, but never touch Warframe. Grums claims a lot of things. And it's just shit. He's just a fucking loser. What's another note I have? This one's relevant today. James Blunt. He's the guy that did the song, You're Beautiful. You know that, you're beautiful, you're beautiful, you're beautiful, it's true. That song? He did a TikTok video today that was like, hey, so 20 years ago today, I made a song about staring at someone's girlfriend. Thanks guys for liking it so much that it paid for my house. It was just like, holy shit. No shame. That mountain, you can go there. Usually not in this game. Another note, you make notes of stuff to talk about on your streams. That's based. I keep a notepad, Chocolate, of like 2 things. One, just things I need to get done in life. So like I have one that's called Harmonious River Map, and that's to check the map called Harmonious River after this walk today to see if I like that for walking. Or no, it's Cold Coast. I need to check Harmonious River also. And then I have like stream notes that are like, talk about this during stream. So right now my notes say, VR Chat Fridays, we played Victory of Round for 3 hours. Bat build / sonar / true bomb / Cairo sniper / Chernobyl homing. And then I have, you know, the next
We
line.
did that game for like 4 hours.
I warned you.
And it felt
I was like,
10 minutes.
I found a game that we're gonna play for at least an hour and you're really gonna like it. And then you're like, okay. And then we went there. I was laughing internally when you were like, damn it, Euland, I had so many good maps for today, and now we're just gonna do this all day. And I was like, well, do you want to go to those maps? And you were like, no, start the next round.
Well, the track record for VR Chat minigames or games are like, you play them for like 30 minutes.
There's so many cool ones that usually don't have a lot of lasting power, right? Like, the only one I really see that's super popular is Murder 4. And there's a few others that, like, they spike on weekends, but,
But like Murder, like,
I like Black Hat a lot more than Meta.
I also like Blackout a lot more than Murder.
I've never played Blackout.
The thing with Blackout
It's better.
is that you can only kill at nighttime. So it's a lot more social. It's a lot more like, hey, we're interacting. You're not like locked in and ignoring people and like keeping an eye on them and, you know, doing your objectives the entire time. Blackout is like, it's nighttime. Oh god, everybody hide. The murders are running around. You hear people dying left and right. And then it's daytime and it's like, you're just doing objectives, but you're almost like talking. When I play with Cairo and that group on Saturdays, it'll be 24 people and like half of them aren't even playing the game at daytime. They'll like, you know, fight the murders and whatnot. But like, it's more about just memeing and socializing. Also, I thought that song was older. Apparently, it's just 20 years. Oh yeah, that song is actually awful context. It's not the worst thing, because it's not like about stalking. It's just like, dude, I saw this girl and she was so beautiful, but I'll never see her again. And like, that's the song, right? It's not like about stalking. It's not about like, I'm gonna fucking cuck this guy. It's just like, damn, she was so beautiful and I'm never gonna see her again. Finally get in the castle, me the princess finally got in the castle. Same energy as watching you by the police. I keep such a notepad too. Tends to change according to the other things I want to get in my life. And I load check. Also, I thought that song was older. Sometimes they get completed. Sometimes they get adapted to my current field of situation. Why won't you write down you need to pick me up from Proxy's daycare? One of those notes? Because I don't need to, Global. Clearly, it's working great not picking you up. You're a really cool boy, you. Blah. Whiterun map when. I don't know if I want to go to that one. Then there's the idle games. Blackout sounds like Werewolf. Kind of. But Werewolf is like a, it's just it's a menu game. Werewolf is like, okay, vote on this. You discuss this, you make a decision. There's no, like, mechanical skill of Werewolf. Whereas Blackout is like, you're a murderer, you have to get a weapon and, like, literally go stab people. And, like, if you're bad at being murderer, you're gonna lose. If you're good at throwing knives, That's a huge advantage in Blackout. It's Howdy Doody Time Walkers. The bad man is here. Nighttime, you stay in that corner. Oh, Blackout yelling, what the? With a knockout boxer. Drinkers were out clubbing. Nodders, I mean, there are a lot of old songs that are terrible if you listen to them. Yeah, I like to think they were trying to teach us about the changes some people pose. The dangers that some people pose. Or Yulin is committing child neglect. Like that song about the lady that finds a hitch, cheats on her husband, and has a random man's kid. Doesn't tell him. Good song, though. In Blackout, one of the funniest things that constantly happens to me is hi, Cairo. Oh my goodness. That's one incline. Oh god. I don't know if we're gonna make it, guys. He awakens. Hitchhiker. I can't spell. Gotcha. One of the funniest things that happens in Blackout is when the nighttime happens, when the lights go out, it can be difficult to see people. And so I'll be standing there holding my weapon in front of me. And it's basically like, if you come toward me, you're getting stabbed, right? And sometimes people will just not see me and like either run into me and I'll kill them, or they'll be backing up and they'll die. And I'll be like, why did you back into me? One of the funniest moments I've ever seen in Blackout was last week. The lights went out. One person kills someone else. And so then somebody runs forward and kills them because it's like, oh, this is obviously the murder. But it wasn't. They were a guest. So now there's 2 dead. Well, somebody just saw that third person kill a guest, and so they kill that third person. And then somebody sees that fourth person kill a guest, so they kill that person. The lights come back on. There's 4 innocent guest bodies, and there's one person standing there with a bat, and everybody's like, that guy's the murderer, get that guy. And he's like, wait, what? I thought I was killing the murderer. And everybody's like, what do you mean? There's just 4 guests there. There's 4 innocent people, dude. And you killed them all. He's like, no, I only killed one of them. And it was the chaos. And like, literally just 4 fucking dead bodies. And the murderers did nothing for it. Bunny, hi Global, hi Cairo, hi Riddle. Bunny. Yeah, maybe sometimes it feels like, just for shits and giggles. Holy hell, Haystacks, Epic Walker. Huh? I almost missed that message. And there were many shits and gigs. Also, Yulin, what you're describing is like that one Futurama episode where Leela kills everybody on Planet Express crew whenever the lights go out. Kind of. Oh my god, Global. Must survive the stream. Well, you're gonna survive the walk. We're at the end of the walk. Are you gonna survive the stream? I don't know. I'm having a lot of fun right now, and I definitely don't feel like ending anytime soon. But you're not done yapping. This is true. Also, Yulin, can you stop making me pull for you in Wuthering Waves? Is there a character that looks like me in Wuthering Waves? In Wuwa? What is their name? Maru walking. Now, why would I want to stop you from having fun? You wouldn't stop me from having fun. I'm just saying, if you want to be here for the whole stream, it might be staying up a bit more. Yeah, 10 mile. We are not going to 10 miles. No. We're at 6.5. We're ending at the door up here. Lupa. No. Doesn't even sound tired. I'm physically tired, but mentally I'm like super ready to just keep hanging out and talking for like another few hours. I'm definitely like, physically I'm ready to stop. Hi, Kumi. But mentally I'm like, oh. No other way. Mentally I'm like, let's go. And physically I'm like, oh, I'm getting there. Duratar. Okay. Oh, look at where the camera lined up. Normally, I'd be like, I gotta steal it from these people that it's on, but you know, I'm kind of okay with leaving it there. Put this there. Give you guys back this music. It's got its awful loop, but we're not gonna stay here too long. Oh, I bring up this. All the streams I was watching are still live. Yippee! And then update this. 6.5 miles.
Subscribe to Yuland.
Rest. Are you good, Cord? Did you fall asleep?
Subscribe to Yuland.
Stay up for another 5 minutes, Cord. We're about to head to a comfy world. Old code. Submit. I think I might have been here before. Friends. Drop portal. Behavior. Anchor. Local. Okay, good, good. Portal. Icy fire. Portal. See how much I like this world. Short walk. Okay, buddy. Knock, knock. Who's there? The door. Guys, we should make him walk for another 5 hours. She'll come out at 5th of July and have a pull ideal animation. Oh, that. I think I've seen her. Dude, she has like grayish hair, right? Mentality is like, let's build a portal. Body's like, get real. Look at these two. I know. Can we, oh my God, I can't believe I missed it all. Can we go get some rest? We can, Cairo. We can. Having people piggyback strong. Hi, Mario. Did Core pass that? It sounds like it. Subscribe and smash that motherfucking like. Actually, Operation No One Follows you into the portal. No. I think it's time for a shower, so bye. Okay. I have been to this map before. I remember the mist, the car. Then you, walk over here. Is there a spot that I like? This doesn't look... Oh, I've been here with lugs. That's when I was... I like this. I like this right here. Let's see. Pins. Pin 1. Behavior. Right here. Put the camera here. Anchor world. And I'm going to flip my trackers around and switch to my PJ. Ugh. And then I will save this before I forget. Avatars, PJs. Calibrate. Oh, my trackers look weird. All look a little off. Okay. Me. Oh, I just kind of walked in the camera there, and I need to immediately go over here. That's why, Chocolate, I wear very loose PJ. I've only got this one shirt on. I don't have much else on. Because, I mean, that'd be gross to wear all that stuff when this way, right? Not the thing. Take this pill. Ugh. What? Ah, okay. Fine. Well, I always try to move my Access Overlay window so that I can see that, and then I forget I'm fucking flying with the camera. There. I'm good. Ah. Ugh. Oh. Brand new sentence. What did I say? Ah. The Haxie Operation No One Follows Zealand through the portal. Time for shower. Breaking news. Cinder is trending on Twitter. I saw that she had news like the other day. I saw that Fisheye was talking about her again. I saw that she was just like gone for a month. Did she actually like come back or something? And then after you rest to another vid? No, I don't think so. Damn, this place looks spooky. I'd love to walk here myself. It's a little spooky, but at the same time, it's a little comfy. I wish I had checked the world settings somewhere before and turned down the birds. I think the birds are gonna get under my skin after a little bit. Oh, hi, Lugs. Lugs, I have seen this world before. I remember joining on you once, and I met your friend Manspider. Do you remember turning on the lighting and ambient lighting? Okay, let's do that now. Behavior, anchor. Let's go find the setting. This is the player. These look like world settings. Okay. Do you remember turning on the lighting and ambient light? Quality lights? Is it ambient occlusion? I don't think it is. Turn those off. Damn, this place looks spooky. I'd love to walk here myself. Cool looking map. Makes it better. You guys ever think about the fact that Elon goes into his PJs after a walk before showering first? Yes, a lot. And here I thought he hated spooky maps. I don't find
Damn,
it
it's loud in here.
Turn your volume down?
I did. I must have been really jamming to whatever world music I was in yesterday because I had my master volume at 125 and my world volume at 100%.
I find it
Whenever
really
I
funny.
see whenever I see Cairo's outfit, I'm like, Magic School Bus.
Magic School Bus.
Yeah, Miss Fritz.
So Mrs. Frizzle fucking outfit.
What, just a cardigan?
No, the colors.
No, it's it's the clouds.
Oh.
The clouds that are
That should do another outfit. What if I did an outfit today?
stuck on that.
I would like to do it for
I'm
today.
being attacked.
No, I think I've pushed the settings. I didn't see.
You're gonna.
I didn't see.
Oh, Yulin.
That's me.
We gotta get you a birthday hat to throw on one, like an avatar, just for tonight.
Tonight?
Yeah.
Why tonight?
Because it's your birthday night.
It's not.
This is like
my
the
birthday.
birthday night.
No, that was last week.
No, we didn't do anything last week.
I would prefer not to do anything in VR like that.
Well, you can just put a little hat on. Here, wait. I can show you. I have a little hat asset. That's good.
But I'm putting my stuff here. I need to update my shaders. I do look kind of spooky with this lighting on.
Yeah, there is a new version of Poyomi. Look, this hat. It's like a little hat like this. That's
yeah,
it.
I don't want it.
Why not?
I just said I don't want it.
You don't like party hats?
I don't like party hats. I don't want to do birthday stuff this Saturday. Guess today.
This little guy, he loves being the center of attention all times, but
I
he likes
like
to act
being
high and mighty for some reason.
I like being the center of attention when I know everybody's there. When it's like me streaming, I'm having a good time being the center. When it's like Saturday game night where I know half the lobby, I don't want to put a party hat on. Yes, a lot. No stretching either. Ah, makes sense. Oh no, what a shame if you bend over in just a shirt. I always think about it, Trogdor, and I'm like, don't push your luck. Don't be too egregious. We use it so much that the PJs got to be so boy musky, right, meow? And confirm Yulin is wearing 2 items of clothing. Jedi, invite you all to collectively sniff him. Hang on. Brand new sentence, loose PJ, good for pulling on fisheye. That's a fucking bird that I hate. I want to mute them, but I didn't see an option to mute them. High unknown. As I expected, some of the people that dogpile on her was not as holy as they want to appear. I guess I have to see why Cinder's trending, because I'm
trending again?
Apparently she disappeared for a month and she is trending again. I imagine she came out with a doc that's like, all these people suck, and it's like,
I'll go skim it for you real quick. How about that?
no, I'd rather just talk about it tomorrow. I'd rather look at it in depth and have my own thoughts on it, because God, anytime somebody's like, hey, I've got some news for you, talk about this, because it didn't come from me, people start throwing shit, and I'm like, oh God. Turn speakers down like them. Oh yeah, that's what I got distracted on. I had my world sounds down. I had the volume at a good point, and then Cairo came up and just goes, damn, it's loud in here, and it's like, you're the fucking loudest thing here, bro.
Okay, motherfucker.
You just did that though. Elin, why did you put your head through the pool table? Because I was looking at the settings on the wall and I didn't actually see where the pool table was. Turn speakers down like Lamau, I unknown. Like how matte colored you all are. Yeah. I feel like I've missed a setting that kind of makes it look better. Yo, magic school bus walking friend. And the tits. Map as gloomy as my soul. The antithesis to Miss Valerie Frizzle. Because they're clouds, that jacket's still in the earth. Oh my god, happy birthday, Yulin. My birthday was the 27th. The most I celebrated with it was, kind of just putting in my title, it's my birthday.
Oh god, yeah. You know what, Yulin? You can look at it. She posted an apology and it's 7 pages long. I ain't reading all that. Dude, you're like, she posted an apology and it's 7 pages long, and I'm like, oh, that's pretty short. That'll be easy to go over. And you're like, I ain't reading all that. And I'm like, what? Oh. Bro, motherfuckers get like a paragraph at best. I'm not invested in this at all. Someone I literally could not care less about, and you want me to read 7 pages? Hey, no way. If it's 10 pages, I will read it entirely. If it's more than 10, I start skimming and looking at like screenshots and cliff notes for that. So the cliff notes I've seen is she apologized, she got scrubbed from Mythic's website, and someone in her Discord said that her and the team are planning for her comeback. Okay. 35 years in a week, they grow up so fast. It's 34. It's 34. It's not 35. Isn't when everyone to sing him happy birthday and he hasn't changed at all. Elon looks like a clay figure. Kyra the journalist. Oh, we hear you, Kyra Stillwood. Happy late birthday, Elon. Thank you. It's your birthday. Happy birthday. My birthday was the 27th. May 27th was my 34th birthday. 1991. Kyra will look it for you. Elon, no, I will look it for myself, Kyra. Okay. Loud keyboard typing. I got a study I can't read about whom is a terrible person. I don't care. Wait. Your birthday today? 27th. Oh, my bad. Damn, her boyfriend got relegated to the team. 45. I actually thought you were 35 now. Sorry. That's not that bad, Chocolate, because I thought I was 35. It was like 2 weeks ago. I was like, I'm turning 35. And I was like, wait, weren't you born in 91? I was like, yeah. And I'm turning 35. And they're like, you and the math ain't mathing.
you want to try again? And I was like, fuck, I think I gaslit myself into thinking I was 34 already. I'm turning 34. Well, I guess turned 34. But like I don't know when I started thinking I was 34. Okay, my phone has it right. Happy late birthday. Let's hear it for hour 30. I'm so tired, Lamau. Oh god, Ants 34. God damn. Heck yeah, exactly. I thought the same too. You said it on stream. I did say it for a few days that I was turning 35, and then, or maybe just one day. I don't remember. Damn, this femboy be old as fuck. Shut up. I thought you were 32. Nope. This ancient motherfucker. I thought you were American. Oh god. If it makes you feel better, you'll be forever 21 in my heart. Thanks, I think. Well, I don't know if that's solely a compliment. I think, you know, physically, sure. But there comes a point in your life where you start looking at 21-year-olds as dumb youngins. I'm so sorry to anybody that's like that age or younger. But you get to a point and you're like, man, people that are, you know, this age and below, kind of immature. No, you're right. And 36, Gandalf the Black. The only question on this topic, if I may chime in. Go ahead. Hi, Ants. I was dumb as a brick at 21. Gee, thanks,
Oh
you.
no, I think everyone's dumb.
You think you're the smartest one in the room, Core? At all times?
Everyone's dumb.
I've said it many times. I constantly flip between being, I am the smartest person in the room, I am wise beyond my years. There's all these things that look just so simple to me that everyone else struggles to comprehend. I feel like I constantly go between that and, wow, everyone is so skilled and talented and intelligent, and I am fucking just dumb as a brick.
Global, why did you send me this?
Oh no, what is it?
It's a kitty cat on like one of those little wheel treadmills, right?
Mm-hmm.
And a little kitten got on it with them, and it's just getting flung around the whole ass thing, like up in the ceiling and smacking into the bottom of it.
Oh,
no.
Oh, what are the... Okay. I like
Do you
how
see
well you
it?
guys look
Did
at
he send it to you?
If he did, I haven't, like, noticed yet.
I'll send it to you. It's upsetting. There you go.
He did send it to me. I can see the purple box whisper.
Here, I'll put it in chat for the class.
So I got mistaken for under 25 again. Do you have any insight to why this is? Because you look young? I got carded today when I was buying the alcohol. I bought alcohol, Cairo. When I bought alcohol, it was self checkout, and they were like, you know, go give your ID to the person, and it was like, yep. And she looked at it for a little bit, and she looked at me, and she looked at it for a bit, and she was like, "You lose weight?" Because my card still says I'm 200 pounds, and I was like, "Yes, I have lost weight." She's like, "All right." And then I paid and left.
What kind of motherfucker reads it that thoroughly?
The card does look very different. I kind of have like, well, for one, I don't have long. Well, I guess I have medium length hair. I had like crazy long hair when I got the ID, and my face is quite a bit rounder in it. So I can understand people like looking, not so much like looking at the weight and stuff, but like looking at the image and being like, this is very different. This looks like a brother or something. I like how well you guys look with the ambient occlusional. Imagine being dumb was part of our evolution. I'm not dumb. I'm just not Earth most of the time. I'm just not Earth most of the time? Huh? You didn't read the note? He bought one alcohol. 200 pounds where it matters, baby. Now he's buying more. Doesn't matter. Surprised it didn't expire on your birthday. Well, it did when I turned...
I made it harder to
30.
drop things.
It did expire for my 30th.
Fucking gun.
It will expire again when I'm like 40. I forget when it's going to expire. It's gonna last a while. In Earth, I'm on my own world. Okay, not dumb. I'm just in my own world. Okay, I think I understand now. Oh god, we stopped walking and it's like hitting me hard. And I'm like falling asleep and getting sleepy very, very fast.
Oh no, Global! I didn't see that part. Global said that's what it looked like if you worked out with him, because he'd be going really fast and you'd be walking and just getting tumbled along.
My ID lasts like 2 to 3 years. So annoying. 2 to 3 years. That's tiny. Mine is good for like 7 or 8 years.
What?
How long does yours last?
Your license?
Yeah.
It lasts like 2 or 3 years, and then you gotta renew it.
I think my.
That's
don't-
like 6 years.
I don't want to
Ewan.
get up and check.
No. Don't
5
worry
years
about
in
it.
Colorado. How long does the license last in Missouri? Pixel or Ant?
Missouri. That's where the Mormon Promised Land is.
What?
You didn't know that?
No. I might have known at one point. Yeah.
This is where the Mormons want to go.
Fucking check, and then I'm gonna be mad at Cairo because he made me get up.
I didn't do nothing.
You were like, you're wrong, it doesn't last that long, you're dumb.
I didn't say that. I'm just surprised yours does.
It expires in 2029. It was issued in 2022.
What the hell?
I don't know what to tell you. Get a better license. And what? Put that back on you. 5 years in Colorado. You couldn't have bought beer if it was expired. I've had my ID since I was 16. My hair's all messed up and I was really fattened. It lasts till like 32. Holy. Know where people last like 4 to 5 years here? It's like 6 years. Closer to the camera, please. Closer. Oh, is that when I was standing up and got like right up in it? How many years you have left? You're normal, that is. LOL. Licenses in Arizona last for like 50 years. It's absurd. 50 years in Arizona. Holy. Time is it? 12:30. What other notes do I have? I saw a really fucking funny picture on Twitter. And it's a guy who he on his tape measure, he marked 2 notches, and next to each notch he wrote a word. Hi, honey. And so at the 1 inch mark on the tape measure.
Hello, honey.
You're getting robot. You're fucking.
You're getting banned.
You're also. I'm muting you. I don't want to. Pyro's now muted. He
Got him.
on the tape measure at the 1 inch mark, he made it say he marked it and wrote soft, and at the 3 inch mark, he marked it again and wrote hard. And he's posting this picture online, and he's like, guys, permanent markers aren't really permanent, right? There's a way to remove them, right? You can,
No.
I can, they're not that permanent, right? Just a dumb little, like, God, that's so fucking stupid. But I came across this image and I was chuckling at it more than I should have. My Dress Up Darling Season 2 was announced. Ultron has come out for
Oh, really?
Marvel Rivals.
Did you like My Dress Up Darling?
I haven't watched it. It's on the list.
I heard it gets horrendously bad, but thankfully they end it. And they don't drag it out too long.
What was horrendously bad about it? I guess you didn't watch it. So.
The manga just drags on,
It's kind of,
apparently.
yeah.
It's like, it's like the same as any of those series where it's like, it's got a shtick, and it kind of just they just like keep dragging it out, and it kind of overstays its welcome a little bit.
Could have been 3 to 5 episodes, but they were contracted for 12.
Yeah, they had a whole meeting when it could have been an email,
Yeah.
sort of a thing.
He says this about everything. I remember it being very popular when it was airing.
Oh, it was extremely popular.
So it makes sense that it's been, greenlit for season 2.
I had one friend that do you remember Shigeki no Soma, the like cooking show or whatever?
Yeah.
I had a friend who really liked the anime, so they read it, and apparently it just got worse and worse and worse, and eventually it got so bad it didn't even finish. They canceled the manga before it got the finish because it got that bad.
So tragic. Yeah, I haven't watched it. I think she's fucking cute. I like the from what I've seen, it's a nice dynamic between the two. I am very much a believer of, I love romance anime. I fucking hate it when she confesses at the festival and, oh, I didn't hear you because of the fireworks, and then, oh, you know what, this is nice, I confessed, sort of, and nothing happens at the end. Fuck you, Nisekoi.
Oh my gosh, it's a hunt.
It is. I very much like the anime where something happens in the romance anime. So, Toradora, Delusions of Chunibyo, those are the two I can think of off the top of my head where it's like they at least kiss and start dating or something. I am very much I like it when something fucking happens. Asking someone how many years they have left is crazy, Limo. What do you mean? I know the context is different, but that made me laugh. Robo Cairo hours. Okay, whoever's having the red glasses with the bunny suit and long hair is fucking slaying. That is Huntera doll. Oh, sorry if I misunderstood. I thought you were joking about normal people only last this time. Dude says this about everything, readers, not even once. I just realized tomorrow is the last day in a row I can join. At least for a couple days, because work again. Wait, hold on. Is the sabbatical already over? There's no way it's already been 2 weeks. That went by so fast. I thought we were on like day 5 or 6. Oh, man.
Sabbatical?
Haxie's work lined up so that they had 12 days off in a row. So, we've just been I've been calling it the Haxie sabbatical. Literally no one else has done this but me. But it's been nice just having all this time with Haxie. They're going back to work soon. I'm legally not allowed to bring up Attack on Titan on stream or on a voice chat. I like romance anime.
Good.
I hate romance anime that drag. My little monster, Peak. He declares his love in the first 5 minutes. No, Haxie. 12 days off, but last day I can't make it. I wake up when you walk. Will be 11 days in a row. Okay. Damn. Blah. Well, hopefully we get another one of them soon. Might actually have another 12 days off in a few weeks. Oh, hell yeah. And honestly, it's not like we need only days off, right? There'll be days where it's like you work 5 days and then you've got 2 days, right? I had one of the fucking messiest burritos this morning. Because when I make my burritos, I have half a can of beans, right? I have the tortilla on the plate, pour out half a can, and I'm always like, yeah, that looks like half. And then lately I've been just doing it where I'm not getting very accurate with the half can of beans. So today, I had the second half, and I was like, this is way more than I had yesterday. Oh, shit. What kind of beans are they? They are red beans in a very mild chili sauce.
The beans you don't want in a burrito.
They're fine. They're my favorite beans. Damn it. It goes back to 2 days. I can't make it. 1 day I can, then 2 days I can't, then 3 days I can repeat. No, I like red beans, Trogdor. Red beans in a burrito. Whatever. They're the best beans. They're the ones I like the most. This guy, I swear. I've tried all of them.
Beans in a burrito.
That's just wrong. I tried like a.
It is just wrong.
They call him John Bean Burrito.
I tried like 10 different types of beans with the burritos, and I was just like, man, I just like red beans the most. So those
Oh,
are
you're supposed to be muted.
yeah, I unmuted them. Those are the beans I like the most. Damn it.
Got it.
Ultron. Ultron came
start
out in
crying.
Marvel Rivals. And people are complaining that you know, the internet isn't talking about it. People are like, this is bullshit, you know. Emma Frost came out and, you know, it was everywhere. You know, you couldn't escape Emma Frost posts. And now Ultron comes out and nobody cares. The internet's just silent. And a
What
guy
a fucking
responds,
self-centered fandom, dude.
well, this guy, you know, responds to them with, yeah, because not everybody's trying to fuck the robot, dude. Everybody wants to fuck Emma Frost, but nobody wants to fuck the robot.
What?
Guy comments named Robot Fucker. Actually, I do. And it's just like, okay, dude.
Yeah, what the hell?
The fucking, when the guy has the fucking perfect username, his the username was literally just like Robot Fucker. Nobody wants to fuck a robot. I do, actually.
Excellent.
The last story I have. I am a robot fucker and I am proud. There is a thriving community of robot fuckers on VR chat. There's well-made models for that content and hobby. You're gross. I ordered a Philly cheesesteak here and it came with beans and carrot
Beans
amongst
are
other things.
gross.
Surprisingly, very little cheese or steak. That's tragic. Fucker, no, I'm proud. Oh yeah, wait, that's a Terrium brand. No, that's rice. That's Zatarain rice. You're thinking. Stick and working gears. Ow, owie, squishy robot though. Excuse me, as I wasn't here when I mentioned it. But who's the lady with the red glasses again? That is Hunteradol. Hi, ethical grandma. Those calcium cannons want to be liberated. Yeah, my balls sure. They I was gonna say they might be when stream ends. I don't know. I don't think Huntera usually gets naked like some other people do. There's someone, we're not gonna name names, that stream ends and they're like, oh, finally I can be topless. Naked? Uh-huh. Thanks.
Yeah. Could that be?
Wait, you only eat the beans? So yeah, nothing else, just wrapped up, that's it? Yes. Got pimp energy? No. Yeah, no, Trogdor, that's my breakfast. I have a carb light burrito. I take a half a can of red
You
beans.
doing what to your balls?
Put that on the tortilla. Put that in the microwave for 45 seconds. That is a Uland certified breakfast. Uland naked bro, what?
Ugh.
I worry about this guy. It's 300 carbs. Or calories. It is 300 calories. Oh, now it just looks like he's running a business. The last story I have. There was a guy in China who he had a paraglider. And it was just him and his paraglider, and he was, coming down from the mountains. He hit an insanely strong updraft. And it sent him 9,000 meters into the sky. That's like, I don't remember if that's higher or
Oh,
close
shit.
to Mount Everest. That's like stratosphere. That's like above airplanes.
Mm-hmm.
He just had to glide down. That's the altitude commercial jets fly at.
Yeah.
He literally was like, he just had to wait for it to like glide down. How do you breathe up there? Slowly. He kept cool. He kept very calm. He was like, all right, you just gotta glide down. Just gotta, kind of keep ourselves turning around an area so we eventually, land in the same spot and not a country over. He knew exactly what to do in the situation. He did experience hypothermia and frostbite. He was fucked up when he got down, but he did get down, and he was alive and fine. I was, maybe I shouldn't say fine because he was, fucking frostbite, but he did
Goddamn.
he did live, and he's totally fine now. Worry about this guy. Okay, buddy, this grandma ain't ethical at all. That's the altitude commercial jets fly at. How do you breathe up there? And he videos it? Yeah, he had video of the whole thing. Reacting negatively for no good reason. That's all my notes for today. That was everything I had written down. It was shown on Daily Dose. Was it? Oh yeah, I think that is. I thought maybe I got it from Reddit, but I think it was on Daily. Literally showing him covered in icicles was funny. Yeah, and the other thing you only eat is a potato. All right, my meals are.
You only eat potatoes, Shrugdog?
No, me. I have a bean burrito in the morning.
Oh.
I have 3 hard-boiled eggs throughout the day. I have a protein bar and a glass of milk after the walk. And then for dinner, I have 2 potatoes that I chop them up, put them in the air fryer, bake for 18 minutes, and then I put ketchup on those. And that's what I eat just about every single day. The exception is Sundays when hi Alex. When my parents might make a nice dinner, and instead of the potatoes, I'll eat something with them. Clearly you own an air fryer. Technically, I don't. My parents own an air fryer, and I have access to it. Is it time? Is it time to nap?
No, I just woke up.
No, it's time to nap.
Of course you.
Dude, I slept in. I
noticed.
I woke up. I'm like, damn, I missed the whole fucking Yulin stream. God damn. I wasn't even up that late. I just slept well.
Mm.
The little one didn't try. Oh, the little one, I fucking fed him before bed. That's why he didn't wake me up. Oh.
Wow, we just.
No,
synced
that's a burger, Haxie. That is a burger.
Where do we go to?
A Bunnings snag.
Euland is living the Martian lifestyle. Claim it as your hereditary birthright. I ordered a burger today. normal burger. I pulled it out of the bag and was like, this shit is weird. Open it up. They had like 5 burger patties on this fucker with some American shit. I ate like 1/3 of it.
Hunter?
Nap. Mm-hmm.
What?
When I think food Yulin would eat, I do think of the Bunnings snag, though. That
Yeah.
does seem like food Yulin would eat.
I don't even know what it is.
Fucking sausage and bread?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
literally, Yulin, they just get you a hot dog, and it's not even like a hot dog bun. It's just a slice
hot
of bread
dog.
folded.
That sounds
Or a
awesome.
hot dog bun.
Put that on like brioche bread or whatever. I forget how. Is it brioche or brioche?
Brioche.
Brioche? Okay, that sounds awesome. Don't worry.
Yeah, it's Sundays.
I'll save you in a year, maybe. Ate like 1/3 of it and had enough. That sounds peak. You got the Holy Grail burgers. Snags are fucking peak. Burger for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Good murder of Bunnings snag today. It's actually today too. Not a hot dog. It's a sausage.
Yeah, when do they do it? Is it just they do it on the weekends or something, Haxie? So it's like a hardware store. It's
Usually.
imagine like Yulin if Home Depot sold hot dogs outside.
Huh.
That's basically what this is. Yeah, and it's like a famous Australian thing.
Hmm.
I'll fucking jam a hot dog down your fucking...
Costco style tactic of trying to get people to come to the store so you get cheap food.
Hmm.
Oh.
I think we go to Mizuki.
We go for the snag, we stay for the hardware.
I think we go to Mizuki today.
And then stay again for those.
They're living on Elden Ring, Night Rain. All they play.
Yeah, people are having fun with it. I'm worried people are gonna burn out on it too quick because I've heard that's the only thing about it is that it doesn't have a lot of content just yet.
Ants and me literally just like, what did he just say? What did this dude just say? You're like, I'm worried people are gonna burn out because it doesn't have a lot of content. Meanwhile, me thinking of you playing Monster Hunter Wilds when it came out.
Yeah.
To be fair, despite you playing like someone who would absolutely burn out in 3 days, you did not. You kind
I
of just
didn't.
went that hard for a month.
Yeah, and I still play it, and I like it.
Cairo.
You're like, Cairo, are you bored? I was really just having fun putting the barrels down.
The one where I was like, "Sure, are you kidding?" And I came down and just karate chopped this barrel and then just rolled along the desert, or just right across your feet. It's just like, I fucking hate this guy. I'll take what is Menards for 500. Isn't it just how people play games now? Oh yeah, Cairo. Noodles is mad at you.
I know, I saw.
Did they message you, or did you see it like generate? They like the Wartide, so you owe them Wartide. Darktide. What did I say? I was thinking War Thunder. I'm so coded to think Noodles only plays War Thunder. I was like, Darktide. No, it's got to at least have War in it. Yeah, you owe Noodles Darktide time. So.
Well, all three of us will play together.
All three of us, huh? Hang on. Maybe in like a month.
Oh, you mean I'm excluding Huntera? 4 people. All 4 of us will play together.
Yeah, maybe in like a month.
You gonna play the dog guy?
I want to play the dog guy. I want to put all my points in a dog and hide behind a corner.
I like how he looks. He looks like fucking RoboCop.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know anything about Warhammer, so like people will correct me and like give me a lore dump, and I will not listen as I put points into the funny dog.
Wartide, Thunder of War.
I appreciate there's Warhammer fans that can give you a brief, summarized explanation of the thing you're asking about, and then there's a guy that's like, okay, I need to give you the entire fucking novel on lore about why these guys wear this kind of helmet. It's like, I don't need to know that. I was just wondering why he's wearing a funny helmet, dog.
I think I can just imagine the guy. I know Masu. I can just imagine somebody that's like you're talking to them in VR and they're like, "Oh, dude, you like Warhammer?" And they bring out their print camera, pull out a print, and it's a QR code, and they're like, I need you to scan this real quick so it'll take you to this website. And it's just like, bro, I can just see a Warhammer fan doing some shit like that. Alright. We're gonna go. We're gonna say hi to Mizuki. They're actually playing with Proxy as well. Oh, wait. Hi, Space Fish. Welcome. Space Fish was up very... Well, I say very late. For me, I was up very late. For them, it was just the morning. They were playing, They were doing the Akuma stuff with Smug. I don't know if she actually unlocked it. I think she might have gotten to the point where she was like, I have to play as Akuma solo? I'm good.
I thought it was really funny that Micaiah was like, nope, just not gonna do it.
I get it. When I look at that guild card, I'm like, that's a lot of effort. I completely understand you not wanting to, like, ruin that. So I understand. But it is like, man, you're not gonna do the Akuma stuff? But I get it. I mean,
let's be real here. Like the being Akuma is cool, but like the content to get Akuma was very much like just kill some random fucking horse shit.
A little bit. Okay. Where am I putting? Right here. Flying behavior. Look at me. Auto level pitch. You guys want a bedroom like this? I think that's a hella rat bedroom. I said Suki, right? Yeah. Looking. Last chance for taxes. Yeah, it was not for me. If you had gone through the first part, you would have had fun with it. Because it is a little fun. It's a little fun to just, like, throw around Hadouken. I love it, Space Fish. It's like, all I want to do now. Hunter. Raid. Uki. Haro. And you know, I actually need to get proxies. And I haven't raided. Thank you, Logitech, for the socials. Thanks for stream. Good job with your walk today, Elon. Thank you. Ending so soon, you. Fuck you. Not for you. Bye bye, Elon. Good job looking. Don't forget about the reference. Oh yeah, yes. She didn't message me, but thank you for the reminder. Thank you everybody for keeping me company. We did 6.5 miles. We only had like a little bit of incline at the end. We just jumped. Pixel jump. Think if there's anything. I'm gonna get drunk tonight. Yippee! I might get drunk tomorrow in Risk of Rain with Trogdor. We will see. That being said, I love you. Bye. Thank you much for stream. I love you. Mwah, mwah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Get drunk.